Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Constructed Chaos, where we run our D&D live stream every week at 7 p.m. Central Time on Wednesdays. That is the day, that is the time. So here we are with some extra goodies. We went ahead and made some stat blocks for all of our characters that we'll cycle through.
Means him. Everybody say thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
No, I was happy to do it. We have this amazing art that we got from our artist. And so I love that we can show off the full body art now. And if you guys are curious as to what the stats are, you can check it out there. That said, we do also have a sponsorship from our friends over at Tabletop Beard. Today I'm going to be using the Wizard Beard Butter. Just so everyone knows, it is not made from wizards. That's not what I know. Their hit points are low, but we do not mash wizards into this paste.
Grind them up, mush them up good.
But yeah, if you want to check out any of this stuff, I'll run a quick ad for the for our friends while I try some on.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome back, everyone. So if you want to check out some of their products for yourself, the link is in the description to their website, and you can use code CHAOS20 for 20% off at checkout. I love this stuff. I can't get enough of it. So honestly, you know, I'm just going to keep using it whether you guys sponsor the stream or not.
There you go.
That said, I think that's pretty much everything. I want to jump into some of these Vidnik secrets, what may have happened over the last century since we've seen this place.
No, I'm looking at this.
We jump off the edge.
Table that's got me very excited.
Nothing's on the table. Nothing's there.
Time to roll that beautiful beam footage.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
As if marking the doorstep of the upper plains, ancient elven structures stand resplendent above an ocean of clouds in an atmosphere of golden light. The Vidnik Plateau ascends beyond even the tallest tales of its ethereal beauty, tales that describe a land that is the pinnacle of arcane learnings and an endless repository of historical knowledge. Yet even in a place as bright as this one, you have learned there are darker corners, where secrets lie obscured, hideaways where evil slumbers with one eye open, agents of the Ashen, biding their time and feeding their enigmatic master portents gleaned in the light for use in the shadow. In one such space, you find yourself left alone with your companions, as High Mage Thessarian leads Apollo and Marilyn out and away from the mausoleum of Sarnorin. In this chamber, glowing symbols continue to emanate from a statue near the center, illuminating various Umbric writings along the walls, as if borrowing power from the shadow to aid in deeds of light.
Welcome back, everyone. So now that Chad has seen the intro, and all of you have seen the intro, we rejoin the four of you as Thessarian has just ushered Apollo and Marilyn out of the inner sanctum of the Mausoleum of Sarnorin. The four of you are alone in this dark, quiet chamber. What would you like to do?
Books.
Books.
If this is not where the books are, I want to go to where the books are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go shopping too.
During your tour of the Vidnik Plateau, your brief tour that the Saurian gave you, you do recall that many of the attached spires connected to the School of Arcane Arts contain many different tomes and scrolls. Each of the spires correspond to a specific school of magic. If you'd like to just kind of peruse everything, you can. Divination specifically.
He was ready.
Because those are cheaper for me to copy.
Go ahead and make a survival check for me real quick to see how well you can navigate. I mean, it is...
Can it be investigation?
No.
Okay. It's to see how well I can what?
Navigate. It's really... We have a whiteboard in the corner now with all of our chat rolls. If you guys want to help us out, we do have chaos points.
Yeah.
Great board.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the 14 to make that an 18.
Okay.
With my plus.
Really long
So it doesn't take you long to actually maneuver the various corridors. As a matter of fact, whenever you were on the tour with the Saurian earlier, you noticed some people practicing divination magic, and you thought to yourself, I need to remember exactly how to come back here. And so you find it in short order. Go ahead and roll me a d12.
Ooh. I'll take it. That's an 8.
Okay. You find a tome titled Arcane Sight. It's a relatively new, well-embellished arcane tome that has metal over the bindings. It's quite nice. It's been well taken care of, if not new. Opening it up, I'll say you're an avid reader. You can read pretty quick, and you find details on the spells identify and detect magic specifically, as well as some notes from an insightful mage that outline the elven practice of deciphering magical essences within items, unveiling the secrets concealed within those mystic veils.
I put it back.
You glance through a few other books in the area, and you do see a class happening just beyond as somebody is talking specifically about how to identify certain spells in the casting based on the gestures that other mages use. You don't find any other spells, but you do find quite a bit of interesting knowledge that has been brought together here in the fact that so many people are interested in practicing divination magic because they want to see the future.
Could I have finding the first divination book and it having spells that I already have?
Mm-hmm.
Could I have pivoted or no?
I mean, you can look for a few other books. I'll grant you that.
Okay.
They may not necessarily be divination.
Yeah, I'll look for not divination, realizing that like maybe my skills have not improved enough to learn too many spells that I don't already have.
As you kind of wander out of the divination spire, you see specifically that there are 4 other spires. Roll a d4 for me to see which one you go in.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
Mo.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and roll me another d12.
2.
Okay. You find a small book, leather bound, and the leather is actually embellished to look a bit like leaves. The leather has got a green tint to it, and much of the stitching stems itself off in much the same way that a leaf would. As you crack it open, you see the spells Fairy Fire and Silent Image. It's actually somewhat of a bound collection of scrolls that depict the delicate artistry of elven illusions intertwining nature's radiance with mystic deception.
It was fairy fire and
silent image.
All of us blinked just now. I was like, I heard fairy fire and stopped listening.
While
Yeah.
Valoth is checking out the library, what are the rest of you doing?
Are there, like, okay, so we're in a library currently.
If you tagged along, yeah.
Okay, when I step out of the library, what do I see? Am I in, like, a town square?
So, stepping out of the library, you approach the main central tower that connects to all these spires via glass bridges. They all sort of rely on this central structure to stay aloft above the clouds. From this central tower, you can see surrounding it the entire ancient elven city of Vidnika, all connected via spider-like, web-like bridges between various plateaus. So right now, you are in the School of Arcane Arts, and the city of Vidnika surrounds it. You can go wherever you'd like.
I want to see if there's, like a magic shop somewhere. Okay. I know I didn't text you this before.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'm prepared for everything.
Yeah, I'd go with you.
I would have told the party where I'm going. I want to see if there are any items that could help me strengthen my Fae connection.
Okay. Then you wander back down the spire, or the central tower, the way that you came, coming upon a open plaza where many students kind of mingle and talk about their studies. Some of them talk about other things, where they're going to go after school lets out, after their classes are done. You overhear one of them talking specifically about the bottomless inkwell, talking about how they need to go and pick up some spell components for their next class, while another talks specifically about the Luminial Arcanum and about how they want to go and do a bit of a case study on some of the enchanted items they have there.
The Luminial?
Mm-hmm.
What?
The Luminial Arcanum.
Arcanum.
Spell that however you feel like.
Whoa. We were typing on the same time. It just
threw you off.
Yeah. It like populated both of what we were saying at the same time. Okay. So Luminal Arcanum.
Yeah, you got it.
For what?
Enchanted items that they have. Seems that one of them is studying enchantment, and the other may be some other school of magic, and they need to pick up some supplies.
To the Luminial Arcanum.
Okay.
Odd, are you coming with me?
Yep.
Are you coming?
Yes, I'll go there first, but then I do want to visit like one of the towers for like the enchantment, the school of enchantment, I guess.
Okay.
The Tower of Enchantment.
Again, once you're kind of in the plaza, you get a better look at each of these spires beyond that connect and comprise the School of Arcane Arts. You see the Abjuration Spire gleaming with protective enchantments. You see the Evocation Spire somewhat bathed in eternal flame as various scorch marks decorate the outside. You see the Divination Spire, of course, decorated with many telescoping structures that allow them to see outwards. But one spire almost escapes your view, and it's not until the clouds clear a little bit that you see the Enchantment and Illusion Spire. This spire is surrounded by dense and ever-present fog, and based on the tour you had earlier, you've come to understand that this is where most people go for all enchantment and illusion needs. It's where they learn to manipulate minds and bind magical forces to objects and the air. So you head there, What exactly is it that you're looking for?
I would be looking for any, like, I don't want to say books necessarily, because if I see, like, people, you know, I would interact as well, because there's knowledge to be found. But specifically, I'm looking for enchantment of, like, materials.
As you look around the room, you see that class is just let out. A number of students leave the central speaking platform or the seating area surrounding it, and leaving the central platform and walking towards the door. Now catching eyes with you, you see a slender silver female dragonborn. Hello.
Well, I did not expect to see anyone of my kind here, of all places.
There are people of many kinds here. What can I help you with, stranger?
Well, so we are not here for long, but long story short, have seemingly come upon a problem lately, and I was doing some research upon any kind of enchantments that could be added onto obsidian, specifically, of all materials.
Obsidian?
Yes.
Quite the willing specimen, as I understand. Is your weapon here obsidian?
Complicated answer.
No, my mace is not obsidian. No.
I would like to have seen obsidian. I hear it is a wonderful material to work with.
It very much so is. I hail from Krafheim, where we forge and craft with it. You cannot touch it, but if you would like to see obsidian, and I'll pull my little teardrop necklace out.
She gets uncomfortably close, but doesn't touch. And as she stares directly into it, almost as if forgetting you're there, she does speak aloud. How lucky are you to have been to two such exclusive places of learning, Krafheim and the Vidnik Plateau. She looks up at you at the end of that sentence.
Wait, I just told her.
Yeah, you told her.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
What?
Does this surprise you?
It's like wearing a name tag, and you're like, wait, how do you know my name?
Yeah. The way she said it sounds like she knows.
I know, me too. My brain had to be like, did I just tell her I came from there or not? Yeah. I am very blessed. The family I have was very happy to have me go to Harfheim to learn, and then even further. Unfortunately, I ended up here on kind of some crazy travels, but nonetheless, learning is what I'm here to do.
Well, and have you attended any lectures? Your face is fresh to me.
No, not yet. We only arrived yesterday. We're like morning next day.
You came in on the ship.
Right. We crashed here. Yes.
Oh, we landed.
I see. It's a marvelous machine. Alas, I do not have much time, but I can give you a few pointers. What do you know of enchantment?
Drazad does not know much of the enchantment magic. I am a simple smithy.
I see. Well, of course, I am always willing to help people extend their horizons. As you may know, enchantment is a school of magic that requires a source present to imbue into a willing host, an item, the air.
Right.
In many cases, we require a magical creature or some component in order to imbue the magic into said item. And of course, physical touch, physical proximity is most necessary.
Right. Yes, that all makes sense. It is like spell casting to a degree.
And what kind of enchantment are you looking to create?
I am not necessarily looking to create any enchantments right now. I am more interested in the study of it and I guess more of the nature of enchanting and what it can do to obsidian.
Enchanting can do a great many things. I teach in my course that the very nature of illusion magic is simply enchanting the air, infusing magics into the molecules that surround us. Though temporary in many cases, that is all it is. So to answer your question, what is capable of enchantment? Everything, anything. There are no limits.
Then, to narrow down where you may point me towards, I know your time is limited. Specifically, it would be, and hear me out, this is going to sound really bad, and it is not that I want to do it to someone, but someone has done it to friends of mine. But specifically, enchantment of possession magic is what I would call possession.
Necromancy, in other words.
Of not necessarily the dead, though.
I see. Well, I can tell you that it is certainly possible. Many history books detail frightening, powerful artifacts that are capable of such things. And if an artifact such exists, then surely it was enchanted at some point. I'm afraid I must see myself off, but as much as I am hesitant to suggest a new student visit such a place, you should go to the underground, beneath the school. It is where our necromancy is taught.
This underground, it is not a place of, it is not like a black market necessarily.
It is no secret.
Oh, great, okay.
It is condoned by the school. The reason it exists underground is simply because necromancy is stronger there. No light can reach it.
All right, then. I guess that is where Drazat will head. And he steps back and kind of gives a bow.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
I appreciate all of the assistance.
Be well. And then she makes her way off.
Is there a black market?
Well, circling back, I know you two went off in search of.
Yeah.
So.
Can I bring attention real quick to the chat that.
Yeah.
As a bald man, the sheer number of exposed scalps here has me ready to commit.
Hey, it's you're among friends here. You're among friends here. Yeah. I thought I was losing my hair, but I just gained brothers.
That's all it is.
Literally.
I had that brother. Yeah. Anyway, after a short amount of time exploring the city, intermingling with some of the other citizenry, you begin to notice a pattern that should be obvious enough, but wasn't necessarily apparent until you had your attention brought to it. Everyone here
is dead.
Is a mage of some sort. They have magical abilities. They are sorcerers, they are wizards, they are clerics. There are no non-magical people here. And so, in a way,
everything
through all your life, you have felt somewhat up on a pedestal compared to people who aren't able to control the arcane. But here you are just one of a number. And in that way, being a little fish in a big pond, it excites you. And you carry that excitement as you eventually stumble upon the Luminial Arcanum. As you make your way inside of the well-embellished storefront, glistening chandeliers of radiant crystals illuminate this space as you enter, and reflecting off of the meticulously arranged displays of exquisite enchanted items are the magic that they emanate. The air is imbued with a subtle, soothing aura as other patrons peruse elegant wares crafted by skilled artisans. As you look around the room, I will I'm gonna open this little link here with everything that the shop has. I'll just send it over to you guys.
Great.
How about that?
Okay, cool. I like
Love
it.
that. Sorry, my mom just decided to ask, what's everyone bringing for Thanksgiving?
Nothing, Mom. Bringing magic items.
We're bringing a lot of things, by the way.
So you said you were looking for something specifically to help empower your druidic spellcasting.
Oh, but there's healing potions? Bro.
Look,
Alex never gives us those.
I'm about to
You are in
message.
a very magical place, and as such, healing potions would certainly exist.
Ooh, and I got so much money.
Can
Are
I-
these prices accurate?
No, everything is cheaper.
Yes.
We have
Whoa.
we have 10% discount.
That still ain't gonna help.
What happened to all your money?
No, I mean some of the stuff is like 60,
Ridiculous.
He gave all of it to
Yeah.
what you calls it before we
most
left.
of it, yeah.
Okay, we invested.
Okay, I will be buying.
Invested. That's right.
Ooh, do I want a superior healing potion?
You already have inflict wounds.
Sorry, what were you going to say about what I asked about?
Well, I was going to say that you do find a couple of druid-centric spell scrolls. You see the Scroll of Goodberry, and I guess the Scroll of Zephyr Strike
That's
could
what
work.
I just opened.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Robe of useful items. Damn, that seems cool.
Yeah, that seems pretty cool.
Melf's minute meteors.
And so, as you guys look through the list, we'll jump back to. You said you were continuing to look for some stuff, right? Or you were kind of done, right?
I want another book. I'm gonna just go to the next tower over that isn't the divination one and look.
Okay. Roll a d12 for me.
Quick question: does this inventory have like one of each?
Yes.
You were gonna buy shit on a healing
This
potion?
is very much a boutique shop. These items are
That is
custom
true.
order, and as you overhear some conversations, you begin to realize that most of this is
POC.
either found items or items that were sold by students of the school to try and help pay for, whatever other ingredients they need. So the items are very much one-offs. It's sort of a collector's paradise here.
10.
A 10. You find a scroll of elemental fury. The spell it contains is Witch Bolt.
Oh.
And the scroll recounts an elven sorcerer's exploration into the chaotic beauty of elemental forces.
I already know which bolt.
Sorry, buddy.
Who's this man?
Yeah.
If you know all the spells, I can't give you new ones.
No, I know, but I just unlocked third level stuff, and you're also tossing me a bunch of first level spells too. Right?
A lot of this is
I have a lot of first level because that's what we started off as. You know what I mean?
you.
So I don't have
in
the ones in the first
perusing-
book you gave me, but
In perusing these books, you would know that even though this is a place with a lot of other magic users, you're pretty talented even for the plateau.
Val,
Does that make you feel better?
And then I'm gonna spend the rest of the time not looking for things once I've figured that out, and I'm gonna spend the time and money to copy the 2 spells, Fairy Fire and Silent Image.
Nice. Okay.
I know what I'm buying.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna buy potion of superior healing, potion of healing,
Okay.
and the scroll of Zephyr Strike,
Nice. Zephyr Strike's a cool spell.
which
It is a cool.
I have 635, so I will have 15 gold left.
Can I,
All right.
Baldur's Gate style magic pockets?
Magic what?
Magic pockets. Get her to buy stuff for me. I'll make my way there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get.
I'm fine with you like getting there, but I know you were.
Everyone's got message. They could have been like, "Hey, this is here.
Yeah.
You want anything?"
I'm going to the store. What you need?
I told him to tell you what's at the store, because I don't have a message. Okay, so I bought those things. Yay.
I need to
make my
add
way
a spell
downtown
to
'cause
my
I got
spell book.
money.
Do I have to go?
Is the shop on the way down to the Underdark?
I don't understand how the rare.
No, it's at basically the basement of the school, and the shop is in the city of Vidnik surrounding it. So you make your way easily enough down the stairs, and you do see a stairway that descends further down below the tower. And as you move down this dark hallway, it feels very similar to the Mausoleum of Sarnorin in that this underground is very old. There are familiar Umbric writings on the walls, and you feel the power of this place. You see decayed statues. It is much larger than the Mausoleum of Sarnorin, and although some hallways are broken off, some even actually lead directly out into the sky as if broken from their corresponding hallway whenever the island fell and shattered.
Yeah.
But eventually you find your way into a very similar space to many of the other teaching rooms that you had perused. And there you see one figure standing at the center, poring over a very, very old book.
You hear? As I walk into the room.
I bought 2 of the potions, but there's one left.
I'm not there with you.
No, different room.
Different place.
No, I'll meet up with you later. Don't worry.
You say that, and then the Dragonborn turns around, and it's not Drasad. You're like, oh, oops.
I'm holding this one.
It's the silver Dragonborn.
Yeah.
You
I
pretend
turn
to be
around,
talking to
like-
somebody in front of him, and you just keep
talking
walking
to
past.
Alex.
Yeah,
Talking
I
about-
turn around, look at you, I'm like, that's racist. They do not all look alike.
Oh my
alright?
god.
Sorry, I was only
I walk
halfway
into
listening
the room
to
and
you.
I go. Sorry, Drasad does not mean to scare you, but he is here.
He is.
Your voice echoes around the walls, and without looking up from his book. And so you are. What can I help you with?
I'm okay. Long story short, I'm just gonna cut to the end of it. So basically, I'm here. I'm trying to look for any kind of enchantment magic or anything like that that would like possess somebody. You know, like powerful enchantment magic that you would like want to use obsidian for example. Not that I want to do that stuff because I know that sounds really bad. But like somebody did that to myself and my friends, and the stuff was stolen from. I said long story short. Sorry.
Why?
TLDR.
He turns the page again. He's continuing to read.
Why did the person do that to the people that I know?
Why do you want to know?
Oh, because I need to stop it. I need to get my obsidian back.
You're not a student here.
No, we're just staying for a minute.
He closes his book and sets it down. As he turns his face upward, you see that this is actually a relatively young human. You haven't seen many humans here. Many of the species here are quite long-lived. And as he makes eye contact with you, you see deep within his eyes a sense of knowing. I don't know what I can teach you in a short amount of time, but sounds like you want to know how it was done, how someone may have enchanted such an item to possess a creature.
I guess that would be the start of it, yes. I'm trying to understand their motive at the end of the day, because why go through all of this? There has to be some end goal. People do not do things like this without an end goal, so...
Our founder, the great Sarnorin, taught us, of course,
I'm sorry.
that the School of Necromancy is a powerful ally, but it can corrupt. It can corrupt quite easily. We're very choosy about the kinds of spells we cast here in our School of Necromancy. That being said, the goals would be endless, and they would likely be selfish. Creating an army of the undead, bringing someone back to life who you lost, bringing yourself back to life. All these things are possible.
So, you said bringing yourself back to life.
I am one who studies the bridge between life and death. And so being so learned, I know better than to think that this experience ends when you pass away.
No, of course not, but you are referring to someone from beyond manipulating the material to bring themselves back?
Yes. Simply put, these are not magics that I here possess. But surely it can be done. If a bridge can be walked from this side, could it not also be walked from another?
Say that again, I'm so sorry.
If a bridge could be walked from this side, could it not also be walked from another?
Oh, right, yes, of course. That makes sense. Oh, okay. There's a lot more making sense now that you have said that.
In forming such a bridge, there need only be 2 endpoints, and the magic that flows between them. This isn't to say that's exactly what's happening with your obsidian, but
No.
you asked, I answer.
Would track. It would make sense. I guess I do not know where I should go next.
What is it that you want?
Money.
Well, my main goal has been to get my obsidian back. I mean, at the end of it, that is all Derzad initially was doing, was creating obsidian and selling it. But not if it is someone is using it to a negative end. Not if someone is cursing it and using it to try to bring back some greater force from beyond the veil. I mean, that is not something Derzad would like his obsidian used for. That is disgraceful.
It is dark. It is understandable. It is mortal nature. Understanding that first is what you should do. But I do agree, it is a step too far. Whatever is happening. In any case, I have studies to continue.
GTFO.
And quite frankly, you're boring me to death.
Oh,
Okay.
Them fighting words.
damn.
Derzad did not know he was boring. I
Yeah.
thought that was actually a
We were
pretty
warned
interesting person.
to be wary of certain people.
Are you the only one here, by the way? It is
Can I speak to your manager?
Full on Karen.
you were like pretty useful, but you know.
Hey, we got a super chat.
Good reefer.
Hey, thanks, Grim Reaper.
Hey.
Hell yeah. We'll get those points added in just a second. Thanks, buddy. $20. Very nice.
I like
You
the
rock.
I like the birthday
the one,
balloons.
yeah.
Super cute.
My name is Malachi. I'm the professor of necromancy here. Have been for some 20 odd years.
He's been a professor for 20.
20 odd years.
I was like, you're only 20?
Wow.
Well, it's like dog
I
years.
did
20
not get
20
that.
odd
Yeah.
years is actually 40 regular years.
Yes.
The number
Seems
that
about right.
attend my class are few because, as I say, we are so selective. And the classes take place late at night.
This guy's like, you can't sit with us.
Due to the nature of my studies, I don't often find sleep, and so I am here reading.
You do not sleep?
Not often.
Do you not get tired? Are you a
I'm always
vampire?
tired.
We don't sleep, for the record.
That is.
Well, you just have to be in a meditative state, right? Yeah.
But he's human.
You're derailing.
But you're. Okay. Anyway, your sleep does not matter. I thank you for your help.
Thanks.
You see Drizzle realize and go, oh wow, this is an odd place. I missed home, and just go back up the stairs.
As you kind of walk out of the room, he calls out to you, "Not that way, left."
You, oh,
And you begin to
thank you.
turn right back the right path.
15.
Ooh, nice.
15. Thank you for that. Who rolled? Grim
That was
Reaper.
grim.
Hell yeah. Coming in hot, ready to aid the players in whatever way.
Good. I'm about to steal some stuff for you, Grim.
I just found the text file that has the number. I can totally go in and fib all of these.
You
Make
better
them all
not.
Nat 20s, nat
You
20s,
better
nat 20s.
not.
Gotta make it believable.
This is going to be an April Fool's
Throw a
joke.
couple 19s in there.
Throw a couple of 19s.
Streamlabs logged me out. There we go.
When I'm done copying I realize I can't copy Fairy Fire because it's not a wizard spell. So when I'm done copying the one spell, I'm gonna go to meet.
Silent Image is pretty
No, it is
great.
good. It is good. And Odd can already do Fairy Fire, so I was more just copying it because I had the money to do so.
Just to have all
But I'm gonna
of-
go meet them in the store, and I'm gonna see the scroll of Melf's
Minute.
minute meteors,
Meteors.
and I'm gonna buy it.
Okay.
I would like to
Ooh, I got a
barter.
D4.
Shit.
What is it?
Oh man. 2 Grim Reaper coming in hot with all these rolls.
I would like to barter and sell this Shatter Spike sword and
Okay.
barter to try and get that quarterstaff of war.
As you kind of move around the Luminial Arcanum, you do eventually find the High Elven owner, an older High Elf who is well dressed and carries himself with quite a bit of prestige. As you approach them, he looks you up and down. Wonderful armor you have here.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Do my eyes mistake me, or is that a sun-touched shield?
Yes.
Yes, they deceive him. Or?
Take it how you want it.
What a wonderful find. These have not been commissioned for a number of years, as I understand.
This shield was heirloom handed down.
I see. So then are you of Imsford descent?
You're learning so much about art.
Someone's gonna recognize that eventually.
Yeah.
Hey, Wyatt is in the chat.
No, I know the city I'm from, but is that in Imsford?
Oh, we'll say yes. The answer
Okay.
is yes.
Okay, yeah. yeah, sure.
Wonderful. Well, are you by any chance willing to part with the shield? I have a great number of artifacts that I would offer in return. Would love to see magics imbued into that hunk of metal to make it a real fine piece.
Can we just do that and I keep it?
I suppose that would be possible for a price, but I would admittedly much prefer to have it in my collection. I would offer you quite a wonderful exchange for it.
Ask her for 60,000 gold so you can buy
Yeah,
that other thing.
It has a lot of sentimental value. Like, what kind of enchantments can you put on it?
Well, I could make it a more apt shield, perhaps.
Make you block
I
that.
could-
Make it a better shield.
Have it repel foes
Okay.
as you defend against their attacks. You are in the city of magic, my friend. You could have a great number of things done to that shield.
I mean, I'm very, very invested in this shield. I don't want to get rid of it. It's been with me for a very long time. It's been in my family for a very long time.
And there's no way I could convince you to part with it.
I mean, I don't think so.
Well, then, perhaps I should first ask, what is it that you want? Why are you here? No one just stumbles into the Luminial Arcanum by happenstance.
Well, so I am a performer, as you can see, and always looking to increase my repertoire, if it were, of items to be able to advance my craft.
I see.
And currently, my craft is beating things and playing music.
Shut up, Sam.
No, I just mean like killing things.
Oh, yeah.
I know where your brain went.
Well, you started. Oh, stop.
Well, because beating, I thought he was talking like beating the drum because he always talks about playing his drum, but then he was like, no.
Both.
Yeah.
That's why I dropped it twice. Yeah.
Well, we do have a number of weapons that would warn you of any impending danger.
Right.
Perhaps that would help.
Right. I was looking at one of those. How much are those per chance? Like,
Well, that depends. Are you willing to part with that shield?
nah, I don't think it's worth it.
Then both of the warning weapons that you found here are 60,000 gold.
Would you be interested in a trade, a barter?
Of course. I'm
Not for
always
the shield.
open.
And I pull out the two-handed sword, the Shatter Spike, and then I tell her this was the captain of the Skiff Rippers' personal weapon.
The Skiff Rippers, I'm afraid I'm not quite familiar.
And then I just go on this tale. Now I got her. I gotta just go on like how this crazy pirate band of 1,000 men led by a giant of a man who wielded this weapon, and this weapon will sunder a ship in two. And I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes.
I too saw it.
I am.
Make a persuasion
My own
check.
2 eyes. Can I give advantage?
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
I'm gonna take. What we got?
We have
15.
315.
15
plus 11.
Oh, God.
26.
He reaches his hands out. May I?
The sword? Yeah. I thought it was a her.
I thought so too.
Did it shift?
It was a he
Maybe.
all along.
Maybe
I don't think
they
I ever
decided-
said her.
Maybe they
Androgynous.
changed.
Yeah. Now
He-
I'm the asshole.
That's sexist.
He brings the sword to light, reflecting it off of some of the arcane light illuminating from these chandeliers, and you can see that it begins to highlight any imperfections in the blade. Well, I can see it's been quite heavily used, but the enchantment is certainly still intact. I would love to add this to my collection. I suppose that, given the nature of this weapon, And ignoring the relative condition of it, I'd be willing to part with one of my warning weapons to expand my stocks into shattering, as it were.
You do have a lot of warning weapons. Yeah.
Then take your pick.
Quarterstaff, please.
It is yours.
Nice doing business with you. Thanks.
Pleasure doing business with you as well. You are always welcome here in my shop.
Before I go, the enchantments. How long would that take for the shield?
I would need to commission it.
Mm-hmm.
I myself am a purveyor of these goods. I have some cursory enchantment knowledge and I have a keen eye, but my purview is mostly in divination. I should like to find an apt enchanter from the school. No less than 10 days.
Okay.
Upon hearing
Well,
divination,
then,
I
11.
and watching Odd masterfully barter for a very expensive weapon. I'm gonna walk up with the stolen spellbook that I
Oh my
took
God.
from her,
No.
and I'm gonna say, "You said you're divination magic. Well, I just happen to have this spellbook that I don't have much use for anymore. That has 3 divination spells within its bindings, along with
You
a
stole
myriad
this
of
from her?
other. No.
Oh, this
This
is
is
the old.
way
okay,
back
okay,
when.
okay.
Stole it
That
from the-
I also
the
I don't think I ever
deep
told any of y'all about.
Yeah.
So it's
No.
the first time y'all are
No,
seeing
you
this
stole it
book.
from the deep. Yeah.
And I had my eye on your scroll of spell I can't remember the name of.
I actually don't know. Was it command? Inflict
No,
wounds?
Melf's
Melf's minute meteors.
or minute.
Minute meteors. Sorry.
Say it
Dyslexia,
five times fast,
yeah.
man.
Minute meteors.
That we might be able to do some kind of deal for, or
Well, I'm afraid you may be selling that book to the wrong person. As one who
as someone who knows who's also divination as well.
knows many
Yeah.
of these spells and has access to the vast libraries of the School of the Arcane here on the Vidnik Plateau, I have no reason to exchange this scroll for that. But it is for sale for 400 gold pieces if you're willing to part with the money instead.
I had it. I already
Okay,
subtracted
I
it,
got
and then I knew that this wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
But Valoth trying to like, oh, he's bartering
did
for
it.
things.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can
want
do
this
this.
thing anymore. You said divination, not putting the
should-
pieces together.
you
I was,
should
if it
just-
worked, cool. But if it didn't,
Yeah.
it's a learning moment for Valoth.
You should just leave it.
No, I'm gonna sell it to somebody
I know
else.
you're gonna sell it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'll just take the scroll and I'll put the book away. And
Well, it's been a pleasure doing business with you both. I am Arian Findrell, and you're welcome here anytime. I bid you well. And he moves on to other customers as they continue to peruse the wares that remain.
Did you buy yourself?
No, I was waiting.
Drazad, as you make your way into town, following the path of your companions, you see out of the corner of your eye the copper griffin in the same rut that it landed in, being worked on a number of mages,
keep talking.
somewhat
like we
being
crashed.
guided by Marilyn Millstack. As she points them in certain directions, she turns for a moment and catches sight of you. She runs over. Hey, don't go too far. I can't catch up. I got little legs.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, Marilyn.
Hello.
How are the repairs coming along?
I mean, you guys did a hell of a job. You landed it pretty well. As far as we can tell, the internal components are actually pretty well intact. We've got some mages here casting a spell of mending, I think.
Right.
There is one also using prestidigitation to help spit shine it
To clean the ship, right?
to clean
Yeah.
it. But by our estimation, the Copper Griffin should be ready to fly by tomorrow morning.
Oh, well, that is wonderful news.
I did want to catch you guys and make note before you left. You see, we were just taking it on this 2-day journey here to the Vidnik Plateau, but the mages here have let me know that, the mithril that's being used in these internal components might not stand up to travels any longer than that. You may need to give the ship a rest if you're going to travel for more than 2 days. And if you're going to Zealous, it's going to take a little while. So I wanted to let you know before you overworked the ship and brought it to a place beyond repair.
So you're saying that the mithril will not run out. We just have to essentially let it cool down.
Well, the mithril is channeling a lot of magic as it spins, and it can overheat and warp, and you don't want that.
Okay.
It's a very hard material to come by, and the craftsmanship is top notch. It's really well done.
Right, I completely agree with you. Drazad has never even had the chance to work with mithril before. So basically, we just have to take it slow on the way to Zealous whenever we leave. Take checkpoints every 2 days.
You'll want to set her down at least every couple of days. Yeah.
Okay, well, that is not ideal, but we can at least make do with that.
Okay. Well, I'll get back to it. I think they may need me, but it was really good catching you again, Drazad. I'll make sure to see you guys off before you leave. Like I said, bright and early tomorrow, it'll be ready.
Bright and early tomorrow morning. We will see you then. I will make sure. I'm on my way actually to find the others. I will make sure to let them know.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, prestidigitation over there. No, you gotta hit the deck. That's what they're gonna see as she's like walking back over to the ship.
And make sure it is spotless.
Thank God you picked up mending. Because I landed that thing once, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it again.
Row.
And in no time at all, you find yourself reacquainted with your friends as the day is beginning to grow a bit long. You got here mid-morning, and now it's mid-afternoon.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy that scroll of command too,
Okay.
just to have it.
Is that the one that you were going to buy?
Was it?
I mean, you guys can share. Now that the four of you are together again,
I can.
what would you like to do?
Do you have to be able to cast it to use?
No, I guess not to use the scroll, no.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get the potion of
But to
greater healing.
for Wizard, for me to be able to copy.
That hasn't been bought yet, right?
The potion of...
Greater healing.
I think Morgan's the only one who bought potions. So.
Yeah,
cool.
I didn't buy the
I didn't buy
greater
the
one.
potion.
Okay, great.
I got really dizzy all of a sudden.
That's okay.
We got a bad random roll because there's like a dozen weapons of warning.
Hey man, it is what it is. That's what they had. It might have been
a weapon of warning instead of the tattoo for my...
It might have been somebody practicing their enchantments and then just offloading all the weapons
What is
to.
it? Can y'all read it? We just got another D20.
Hey,
It was
a
like
15.
Wow.
Did you sure you didn't change the
Tabletop,
text
thank you.
file?
Yeah.
I swear I didn't change anything.
Was it tabletop? Who rolled
No,
that
it
one?
was Grim.
Grim Reaper.
Grim
Thank
again.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks.
You're too kind.
Again,
You're too
thank
kind.
you.
I did add your points, by the way. Sitting at a pretty 6,000.
And how much is it? Is it 60,600 or is it 6,600?
It's 60,000.
60,000.
Yeah.
666.
There it is. That's a hard number to say.
A tenth of the way there.
So now that the four of you are together again, what would you like to do?
Well, first things first, I'm gonna let everybody know. Everyone, so a couple of things. First off, the professor of necromancy, dull, a very dull human being.
Oh, he hangs out with dead people all day.
Dull. Okay, but you could come up with some jokes at least. Anyway, number two, Marilyn let me know that the ship should be ready tomorrow morning for us to fly. So we need to prepare ourselves for then. The only downside is we're only going to be able to fly it for about 2 days at a time. And then we're going to have to set it down and take a break to then continue another 2-day flight the next day.
Okay,
So-
I thought it was a dog story.
The only downside, but nothing horrible, you know.
Okay.
I think we can
Where was
do
this?
that.
The necromancer?
Oh, downstairs. We don't have to go back down there. Don't worry.
Okay.
We can
Do
if
you
you would
want
like
to go back down there?
Well, I was about to say, and Valoth walks that way.
Well, I guess we're going back down there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going first. He does
Yeah.
not like me. He called me boring, in fact.
I'm like, I'm just, I'm like spinning my staff and like, yeah. And then like, I'm like, hey, Josiah, try and hit me.
Is that
Try and hit me.
okay?
Like before he did, I slapped him. Like the staff just jumps and hits his
Oh,
hand,
how did you
like,
do that?
It's cool.
How did you? How did you know? I guess.
How'd you do that?
The
By the
staff is
way-
like, watch out.
If I die,
Uh-huh.
I show you guys where the healing potions are. They're in my pouch.
No, okay.
Just in case you die.
So,
In case I die.
so they're all on you. So just
2 are on
take them
me.
off of you and pour them in.
No, it is funny. Drazat has one too. Look, and he opens his backpack.
I can give one to
You
one
need
of y'all.
you need one of
Do
those.
either of y'all have healing spells?
I have false life, which is
I have a
not
healing spell.
healing, but it.
Tip HP.
Yeah, so like
It's
if
a buff.
if you're at 0,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll
I
give
can't
you
get
the
up.
potion of healing,
Oh,
the
okay.
regular one.
He ain't got many hit points.
I ain't giving you that
take the
superior
small
one, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, because I don't.
He's not gonna be able to give it to
no, yeah,
himself.
I'll run in when everyone else is down, so
Yeah.
the regular one is fine to get someone up and then
Yeah.
sprint out.
There you go.
So the 4 of you make your way back to the College of Arcane Arts, and as you do, you see a great number of students leaving as the sun begins to get low in the sky. And in particular, you notice that although you're beginning to get sunset hues here, you're really just so high in the sky that you've got another hour or so of daylight left.
So
It's
like
not
being in
truly
Alaska.
sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But the sunset lasts for like 3 hours.
Yeah. As you pass these students leaving the halls of the School of the Arcane Arts, you see some that are following your same path. A few students make their way down the stairway just before you and begin to file into seats within the auditorium.
Goth kids.
Yeah, basically.
Black
And as
robe.
they walk in, Drazad, you see the same man at the center reading the same book. He appears to be a bit further along. And he calls out, "Divination School is up top."
Yes, I've been there. Not much for me to learn there. But I was hoping you might be able to teach me something.
How did he know that?
You carry a look about you.
I think wizards just can look
Yes,
at each other and tell what they're about.
I understand the basics of necromancy. I'm no expert like yourself, but I was wondering if there's anything you might know or books that you might know of existence where I could read about sensing death in other planes. And I would like to sleight of hand message him something when I say that.
Okay.
And I'll text you one.
Yeah,
Party?
make your sleight of hand.
I
Make
wish
your
I
sleight
could
of hand.
read
Dirty.
Make a sleight of hand.
mine. Tabletop said he's a 6th of the way to.
I'm gonna
chaos.
portent it. It's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah,
dirty
I mean, you
20.
guys
See if I
definitely.
notice it.
You can perception check. Yeah.
Gotta find our chat, Alex.
I'm not looking for that.
yeah.
so.
Damn, 12. Never mind.
Yeah, you guys don't see it.
Tina has to point, so I'm like.
Yeah, and that's why I was gesturing
Yeah.
like, do you know of any books or anything?
Nice.
Looking up there. What's up there?
Yeah.
What's up, dog?
Distraction.
Alex, would you call the shield a sun touch shield?
Mhm.
It's
Is that
the
what you said?
Sun-Touched military.
The Sun-Touched are the elite members of the Imsford military, or were.
Mm.
You didn't know that already?
Yeah, I mean, God.
I said it.
Doesn't everybody know that?
Unless I accidentally sent it to everybody, and then they would all
Get it
know.
together. Wouldn't that be a chaos crew? Ah!
And he can respond, but
Mhm.
yeah, or he can respond in person. I set up my question as such.
I'm I'm well versed in such magics, but I get the feeling that you may be talking about something else.
Yeah, something along these lines. And Valolf will open up one of his books and show him. I guess I can show you. It's this one with all of that.
Show the
stuff.
camera. Show the camera.
Right.
Okay.
No. Camera, you have to make an intelligence check
Yeah.
to be able to read this.
I wanted to go back.
I will
and
say,
watch
I mean,
the
are you
stream.
trying to look at it while he shows it?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go,
'cause I'm nosy as
you
fuck.
go insane.
Yeah. What do I need to roll?
She's ready.
Tell me.
I'm rolling.
Yeah.
20. That's 20. I won't be able to read it.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, this one has a lot of pictures in it, and you see a lot of self-portraits in the book.
Of me?
No,
Ooh.
self-portraits.
Yourself?
Oh, Valis got a crush.
Self-portraits.
Oh my god, we have so many things to discuss.
Where'd you get my secret? You were like, wait, that's my book.
That's what you do whenever I'm not sleeping?
Oh God,
Oh,
no.
fuck.
But
Okay.
yeah, so I show him.
Self-portraits, I
Yeah, I
see.
show him that.
Interesting. Me? I'm sorry. I just.
There are a lot of connections between life and death. But I have enough work to do just to manage that. I don't touch that kind of magic.
Do you know someone who would?
You may want to talk to, ironically enough, the professor of divination here.
God dang it, I was just there.
Giving you the runaround.
Yeah.
They're probably long gone by now, but you can check back when the sun comes back up.
I will do. Thank you.
Happy to help. Stick around for the lecture if you'd like, but
I'm in the corner getting my nails painted by some god kids. Black, of course.
as he turns to them, he says, "Get ready. Lecture's about to start." They turn to him.
I'm like, my eyeshadow's not done.
Valve would
Where
stay
are
for the
you?
lecture. I mean, we don't have to go through it, but Valve would stay just out of courtesy and curiosity.
He takes some time to detail the very nature of necromancy and the fact that you control the power to bring people back from the dead. There are good ways to do that and bad ways to do that. And so he begins to talk about Revivify and the fact that it itself is a necromancy spell, but is largely looked at as a very good way to use magic.
Did you stay? Are you taking notes? Can you learn Revivify early?
No, I can't learn Revivify.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a 5th level spell.
No, Revivify's third level.
third level.
Do you have it already?
I don't have it prepared, but I do know it.
Ah.
Yep. I was about to say, then you know it. As
didn't
the
prepare it
lecture
'cause I
winds to an
didn't.
end, it is now dark outside, and the students begin to leave. And the four of you are compelled to follow the flow along with them. But distinctly, the professor stays behind. Flips open the same book he's been reading, pulls out the bookmark, and continues to flip through.
Can I tell if he's dead?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh boy, that is a 23.
This is not his original body.
Wait.
So
what
he
did
doesn't
you-
need to sleep.
What did you just say?
It's not his original
It's not
body.
his original body.
Who, the professor?
Yeah, he soul swapped.
Swole swish swapped.
Soul Swiss Swap.
He's swole swish swapped. Alright.
Did he respond to my message at all?
He didn't.
I
He responded out loud.
because I was gonna ask if his inner voice, like how different did it sound? Like what did that sound like? If he responded, because I mean it would be his brain voice. Not
That's a cool observation.
his real one, but he didn't respond. Damn it. Okay. Okay.
Used to be a fairy.
Yeah.
Well,
howdy there.
Cosmo and Rhonda.
I was wondering if it might not be our friend.
What friend?
Who?
It's our Norin.
Oh.
Because he was a necromancer, but anyway, that's
He
me
was
knowledge.
a
That's not.
necromancer.
Yeah.
Call his name really loud and see if he turns around.
Yeah.
Call his
Yell
name in
it
his
out.
mind.
I mean, Valov wouldn't know.
Sarnorin!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's you.
The great Sarnorin! Sorry.
The four of you leave
I'm
the
unhinged
School of Arcane Arts.
I like it.
And as the light dwindles, bright evening awaits as a full moon hangs overhead just beyond the scar. And you see people beginning to enter the city of Vidnika beyond. What is it you'd like to do at this point?
Go sleep on our boat.
Can we sleep on the boat?
He's gonna draw more selfies.
Comfortably?
All of Drazad.
Not super comfortably. It's pretty
All
packed.
nude. Tastefully done.
But
all
it'll
nude.
certainly be more comfortable than on the way here when you had to, when there was 6 of you. Now that there's 4 of you, there should be room below deck for you to sleep.
Can I... Was there... There wasn't like bedding and stuff like that?
No, there was
there
not.
Porticotti?
They were
Not yet.
regular cots.
I would like to maybe purchase some bedding to make like nice beds on the boat.
Okay. Bedding enough for everyone, or
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
I don't
know.
know. I don't need to sleep, and you also just meditate. So
I will
find
buy
me a
them
little
nice
pillow.
rugs.
Yeah, I'm
To
gonna find
sit.
like a floor cushion.
There you go.
Then we'll say, go ahead and mark off 2 gold. You
Yep.
have enough for sleeping arrangements for everyone.
Yeah,
with
I want to make it like real plush. Can I do like 10 gold and it's like this is like
Sure.
fancy AF?
Yeah.
yeah. Like when you go below deck, it's going to be like set in the mood.
It's so much that you actually have to make multiple trips
Yes.
because there's so many pillows. It's not heavy. It's just like
I get
you're
Val,
trying
I'll
to
be like,
stuff them all.
Hey, can't you make an invisible dude?
Oh yes. And
Yeah.
I'll ritual cast Unseen Servant and tell him to help carry
So
pillows.
I don't do it. I'm like telling
And
you.
they can,
No,
right?
I don't carry anything.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. You tell the servant. The servant
Yeah.
does
Oh my
everything.
God. That's
so-
how bougie it is down here.
You see the pillows and such like moving back and forth between the ship, and you're very proud of yourself. And you being as mirthful as you so often are, you might look out to see who's tossing an odd glance at the floating pillows moving throughout the city.
Oh,
But
it's
nobody
just
does.
standing like this.
No.
Everyone's like, "Yep,
Yeah.
business as
Oh,
usual."
I got a big smile.
I said work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
If we have some downtime, I want to ask him about the selfies, but
Go
I
for
don't
it.
know what if you were about to.
And then I'm gonna buy dinner for everybody. So I want to buy the most wild. I'm very interested in foreign foods. So just the most off the wall stuff that I could possibly purchase for dinner.
As you make a persuasion check to see how well you can glean some of the hidden gems from the locals.
It was a 30.
Oh wow!
I forgot you have a plus 11.
So
Jesus Christ.
it's
a dirty 30.
Several of the
I'm like, nah, not you. Your manager.
in speaking with
No. Not you. Your manager.
I am the manager. In speaking with several of the students of the school, they all kind of point you in the same direction. You must simply go to the Illis Inn. It is fantastic. Easily one of the most enchanting experiences I've ever had. Don't get the takeout. Eat in. That's important.
Oh, I go back and run and tell everybody. Yeah.
Okay, let's
Doesn't
go.
use his new message. He runs back and is like,
Yeah.
I found this wonderful
Oh,
place.
yeah. Halfway there, I'm like, oh, yeah. Start pointing. I'm looking for, it's new to me, so I'm new to message. And I'm like, hello? It's just like, no, wrong number.
Can you hear me
It's
now?
like, yeah.
I just
Some
see
guy's like, no.
like barreling down the freaking drive. like yelling at me in my brain.
Yeah.
But he's just like,
Well, I imagine Odd runs like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I got the dancing
the
boots.
backwards
I got the
boots.
dancing boots.
I was
Very much
imagining Schmidt from New Girl.
Yeah.
Of how whenever he breaks into a full run, he's like so fucking serious. That's what I was imagining.
So yeah, you share your information on this find, and based on what else this individual told you, it's relatively easy to find. There's a large sign out front. You can't miss it. And it's in one of the more popular parts of town.
Okay.
Okay.
I woke up and I'm like, 4 chef's tasting menus, please.
As you walk up to the Illis Inn, you notice something a bit odd about it.
A mirror.
Odd or odd?
Yeah. That's
I hate that I can't use that word anymore. Looking through the window, you don't see anyone inside, but you hear a ton of people, a crowd from within the doors. As you look up towards the sign, you see a faint shimmer of magic, but you can't tell exactly what it does.
Is
The mansion thing?
no, is this a sensory deprivation restaurant
Oh my
that
god.
has darkness cast on?
Something like that.
Okay.
I don't like the way you just said that.
I think it's one of those like we're gonna open the door and it's huge. Like it.
Yeah, it's
there's
like
an
a
illusion.
bag of holding.
Yeah,
for a
well, I mean,
restaurant.
we'll go in.
As you push
Odds one
open
in
the
first.
ornate doors of the Illis Inn, a wave of enchantment washes over you. The sign above, once proudly proclaiming Illis Inn, shimmers and morphs into a playful dance of letters, revealing the true nature of this whimsical establishment,
Silly.
the illusion. As you step into the tavern, the air is thick with laughter and the scent of embellished delicacies. Patrons revel in the fantastical atmosphere, some faces adorned with warts, others invisible altogether, and others inexplicably stumbling in delight. The room is about with illusions, from ethereal wings fluttering about to enchanted footprints tracing playful patterns on the floor. You navigate through the whimsical spectacle. The illusion invites you, and you lose yourself in the magic of this place. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Alter Self on myself to just get into it, and I'm gonna give
Cool.
myself some peacock feather plumes on the back.
Awesome. Roll a d8.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Did you have this
6?
prepared?
Yes.
And you were just hoping one of us asked? I love that.
You successfully cast your spell, and your form does change. But as you pull your hands back from casting, you notice that your clothes are now full of glitter, and it's getting everywhere.
Nice.
I as Sam, hate glitter.
You all see Valoth, the
But it fits the
typically
plumes, so I'm okay with
very
it.
Yeah.
dressed down and simple clothings, now covered in sparkles and glitter, shedding happiness and mayhem everywhere he walks.
I'm gonna change my cloak to be like a cloak of feathers and
Okay,
match the mood and
roll a d8.
fun. Where's my D8? 7.
You feel yourself become weightless.
I can fly.
You are hovering.
Oh, okay.
Just hovering
Okay.
slightly above the ground, and you don't need to walk anywhere. You're just basically like floating everywhere you want to go.
I'm gonna activate my
Dancing boots.
my wings.
Oh.
So
Okay.
like I start glowing, my eyes start glowing, my wings, spectral, radiant wings, kind of flare out, and then I fly up, and then I drop, and let myself just fall till I stop right above the ground.
You see a table of people. They all point and laugh. Hey! They cheer, and then they take a drink.
I pull out the tankard. I drink with them.
Make a. Well, you're drinking from the tankard. I'll have anyone who wants to make an Arcana check for me.
I'll do it.
Like we
can
can
all-
individually do it?
Nat
or-
20.
Oh, never mind.
Whoa!
Um,
Hot dice.
Is
given
on fire.
given your background and the nature of your spells, you're able to discern that much of the food and drink here is embellished by magic. It is not normally this good, but somehow within the walls of this establishment, it moves past just an illusion. It is more than that.
Like lean over to Odd and be like, I think I know why they told you not to take this to go.
Oh, why?
All of the food is magic too.
It's the mass-produced Krabby Patties.
Yes.
Yes.
A figure appears behind you as you say this, and it's made from human flesh.
Insight check.
Don't love
Roll
that.
your insight check.
Do we?
I so badly want to port an odds roll to a natural 1. I want him to believe it. But I'm not.
That's a 13.
They seem to be a very playful individual. You see a rather slender, very short for their species, snow elf, in a hood that has just descended, revealing her very white strands of hair as she kind of chuckles. No, it's not.
Is it Soylent Green?
You would still eat the human meat?
You know,
It's not cannibalism because
I'm
you're
not
the only.
human.
Oh yeah, none of us are.
None of us are human.
Okay, and at the time
Yeah.
when we go around eating random people, you do not know what befell them.
I mean,
So where are you from?
if you cook it right,
Drazad is from Hrafheim. Where are you from?
I'm from here.
Oh, that
Is this your place?
It is.
Welcome to the illusion.
the illusion.
Oh my
not
God.
The Illis Inn.
You knew. I can tell.
Wait, so is your?
I didn't. I'm completely enthralled.
Are you like our friend Odd? This is your place called the Illusion because your name Illusion?
No.
Oh.
No, it just is an illusion.
Oh, right. I do.
What
understand
are
that.
your names?
Well, I just told you. My name is Drazad.
Okay, cool.
I'm
Roll a D8.
Flora. What's your name?
Well,
I think that she told you to roll a d8.
Did she tell you? Did she say her name already and I just forgot?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a D10. Where's the spaceship? 8.
Your neck now bulges out like a ribbiting frog when you breathe. And
Cool.
Flora, oh my God, what is going on?
I don't know. Just roll with it, man.
Flora, as you look at Drazad, he's talking to you, but his eyes are looking in a totally different direction.
Oh my God, how is that even working?
Drazad.
I do not. What? Why are you waving at me?
You're looking over there.
But you can still see. Your eyes are just looking.
You don't
in
know that
different
your eyes are moved. Yet.
Why? I do not understand.
They're
Why
like
are you-
moving in different directions now. And as you turn your attention back to the snow elf that greeted you, they're gone.
Well, that was interesting.
Where did Flora, why are you using your wild shape right now? We are not.
But it seems to be some weird half wild shape.
Right. Why do
Yeah.
not?
I don't know.
Are you also altering self?
Are you stuck in between somewhere?
I couldn't tell you. You're not looking at me. Your eyes are looking elsewhere.
I am 100%
Drazad,
looking.
my eyes are up here.
Drazad's
He is looking directly at your crotch.
What are you talking about? Drazad is looking at you.
Drazad looks like a plastic dinosaur that has googly eyes put on it.
On the springs. Those glasses that are.
Why are you all saying Drazad is not looking at you? I am literally. I'm staring at you.
I'm gonna pull out
Is
a
there
mirror.
a window? Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a window I can make him look at himself?
Drazad, looking in the mirror,
Oh.
you don't see yourself. You see someone else.
Who is that?
It's
You see a bright red furbolg with a very long bulbous nose.
Fog
What is that?
happening. A furball?
Furbolg's like a giant.
Oh, anyway,
Kin.
what is? Who is? Did you use magic on me to disguise me again without telling me?
I did not do
Who
this.
is that? What is that?
I'm gonna
Thank
peer
you.
around it while it's like I'm gonna try to look at Drazad through the mirror.
They're so
Do I also see that?
You looking at Drazad through the mirror, yes, you see the furbolg.
And then I'm
What-
gonna
what-
point it
I'm-
towards me and be like,
I'm
"Is
a-
my mirror broken?"
Yeah.
You see a rather stout halfling with mutton chops.
I am.
I'm gonna
Do me.
I'm gonna do this. That's its mouth. Like every movement I make is the same movements.
Yep.
Do you look different too?
Yes.
Okay, but
Do
you
I look different?
No, you look normal to me.
Okay.
What am I?
You see a gnome with space funds.
I knew it. I knew it.
It's heavy.
I knew it.
I see a frog.
You see a lizard man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Oh my god, you look close to me, Flora.
Yay!
I'm gonna just look at everything through the mirror for the rest of the night.
Yeah, you're seeing all of the people here assume different forms through the mirror, and as you look in the reflection of drinks through the reflection of windows, you see much the same. It reflects like this other character. And as you're beginning to ponder this, the snow elf pops back up. It's because of the magic.
I want to look at her through it.
She looks the same.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
You're doing this.
Well, I'm really good at illusions, so I'm really good at keeping myself looking the same.
I'm gonna put on my prismatic goggles and look at her through the mirror. Because
God.
the goggles help me see like illusions and things.
Yeah, make a perception check with advantage.
Thank God it's advantage. That's a 21.
Okay. With your 21, you see that this is definitely her true form, but surrounding her, just about an inch above her skin, you see a slight shimmer of magic as she's essentially bending the light that is being bent with illusions before it reaches her and like reflecting it off of her.
You are quite good at this.
I'm very good.
I love this place.
It's wonderful.
It is.
You should come back every night. You want some food?
Yes,
do want
absolutely.
Okay.
I've heard, I have it on good authority. This is the
Great.
best
And then
food in town.
she's out again.
Is this... Sorry, go ahead.
Odd, what's your passive perception?
12.
Okay.
No.
Mine's 18.
14. 14.
Mine's 18.
Yeah, mine.
Sorry.
Okay.
I think he rolled a 14, so he re-rolled.
What were you gonna ask?
Is this one magical effect like on the building, or is it like she's fueling like several magical effects between the food, the building? Like,
Do you
her
want
own?
to cast
Detect
magic?
You go blind with all of the
Wait.
magic light everywhere.
Did I?
Forget dark vision. You
Yeah,
have no
I'll
vision.
start. Drazad's starting to like get anxiety and panic, and so I'll start ritual casting detect magic.
Okay.
to try to ground
Roll
myself.
another d8.
Okay, spaceship. 6.
Okay. Your eyes begin to reaffix, but now your clothes are full of glitter, much like your friend Valoth.
I want to look at him again through the mirror.
He's still the same.
Okay.
Purple.
I do. Oh my god, I am more sparkly than I was before. I kind of like this.
It looks really nice on your scales.
I do
Yeah.
kind of like this glitter stuff. You have to. We have to keep this on.
As Drazad is ritual casting and like running around and moving components into his area of casting, you guys see a trail of glitter moving behind him. Some people begin to like walk through your circle as you like kind of push them off, and then the glitter actually spreads from you onto them, and they're like, "Ooh!"
Oh, the glitter is contagious. Watch out. Pocket glitter.
And by the time you are done ritual casting, the snow elf returns with 4 plates heaping with a number of delicacies. Looks like some sort of poultry, vegetables, all magically sourced and ready for consumption. Place it on the table and then looks over at you. You might not want to do that. As she finishes her sentence, your casting finishes, and you are nearly blinded by the amount of magic in this place. You almost wish your eyes were looking in different directions.
No. Okay. So it's different magical effects.
It is a lot of different magical effects.
Okay.
What about the drink? What was your name?
Sorry?
What was your name?
Not illusion.
What?
Nothing.
We know
And
you.
the second you turn your head, she's gone again.
Bro.
Drinks.
Yep.
Shot.
Yeah, shots.
There are drinks next to your food.
Oh, okay.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, I
I
started.
don't like that
this
she
is
won't
fun.
tell us her name.
She don't want to.
That's fine.
I
I'm gonna
started
start
eating.
eating.
Okay.
Is it good? Like,
The food is delicious.
Yeah.
The texture, the flavor, on point. Better than anything you've had in recent years. Maybe not the best meal you've ever had, but the best meal you can imagine. And maybe that's
Part of the.
part of the
Dang.
illusion.
Cool.
Val's food tastes boring.
How depressing.
Yeah. Aloe's a salt and pepper seasoner.
Not even just salt.
As Drazad eats, you notice that some bites he's like, this is so delicious. And then he'll take a bite from like the same area and he's like, this is weird. I didn't like the taste of this. And then we'll continue because he's going back and forth of like,
I don't trust this.
everything going on? Yeah.
So the night of crazy illusions and enchantments continues further than your mind can even tell. You can see out of the window that the sun may be coming up at any moment, but you're not even sure whether to trust that. And as your festivities continue, your vision slowly fades.
This is the casino.
And we will take a break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, so don't go nowhere. And yeah, we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my god.
Wait, we fell asleep?
Terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. Tremendous thanks to Patchma Seeker, Keyblade Guy, Rain Sashiel, Dink Dreeply, Teleth, Drachno, Grim Reether, Connor McConnell, Matthew Florence, Ducky's Pond, CW, VA, Flues, Big Bad RPG, Will Plays Games, Ramblin' 19th, Aaron Breeder, Jan Jims, Shakal Draconis, Zyborg, Nick Dyson, Rich Balls, Anton Davidatus, Edward, Aaron B, Arcestus, Daddy DeFrosty, Ethan Tran, Rub My Beard, Christian Deters, Skeetus, Christopher Love, Shazar Romes, Brett Venable, Tides of Mo, Tabletop Beard, Drazaddy, and Mama Jimbo. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it. Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by three brothers that have combined two great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and Let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high-quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top-notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beer today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beer care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that? Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Hi, welcome back, everyone.
5 out of 5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars.
If it wasn't 5 stars, they'd make an illusion to
Make a 6.
make it 6. As we rejoin our 4 adventurers, you have partied the night away and have all had a long rest, wake up in some very luxurious rooms as the sun is beginning to peer through the window, although it's not quite sunrise yet. You're getting some of that very early morning blue hues through the window. What would you all like to do?
Divination school.
Okay. Valoth, you are up, and Adam, Are you taking any of your friends along with you, or just heading there yourself?
No.
Okay.
Just going.
As you sit up, you open the door to your room. You see a long hallway leading down a set of stairs. As you walk down the set of stairs, you're ready to see the remnants of raucous revelry that you all enjoyed so much the night before. But instead, you see a perfectly well put together room. No mess to be had. Everything is exactly the way it should be. Everything's clean, spick and span. And you see yourself out the front door. You begin walking to the School of Arcane Arts. We'll say you get an earlier start than everyone else, and so you're able to make it there in not too much time. There are only a few students in the area outside of the central tower, and you make your way into the Divination Spire, where you see, sitting in cross-legged position with a ton of incense flowing around them, a satyr, female, long black hair tied into very intricate braids. Thank you. I was like, knots? It's not knots.
They're not very good at braids, so it is just knots.
Their eyes are closed and they appear to be in somewhat of a trance.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Are you awake?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I was hoping you might be able to answer some questions for me. What was the professor from the necromancy? Did he ever give a name?
He gave it to Drazad, and presumably you would have gotten it. It's Malachi.
Malachi.
I spoke to Malachi, and he said you might be able to help me.
She kind of peeks out of one eye. Oh, yeah. I forgot about our appointment right at now, sunrise. You were a little bit early.
Our appointment, I'm assuming you divined it, or did Malachi mention?
Malachi did not mention anything, no. I am Aedel. Pleasure to meet you. You reek of an illusion magic. Did you stay at the Illis Inn?
Yes, we did last night.
Good fun. Reminds me of home. Anyway, what do you need? Actually, I already know. You are here to ask me about the nature of yourself. Yes?
Yes.
I get the sense that there may be prying eyes watching, so I want to choose my words very, very carefully.
Are you okay with us hearing this?
I think he's playing it into the character.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh, okay.
There are a lot of you. There are a lot of me.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of everyone. Lots of people. All the time makes divination a bit hard if you're too good at it. So, to answer the question that you haven't asked yet, yes.
Well, now I might need the question that I haven't asked yet.
Well, you were you were going to ask if it's possible to move between realities.
Was I?
Uh-huh. Well, not anymore. Now it sounds a bit off-putting to you, doesn't it? Like maybe that wasn't what you were going to ask, but I swear it was. People used to not believe me when I tell them this kind of stuff. I'm sorry, I get a little too ahead of things. Can we just have like a normal conversation? It helped me to come across a bit more believable, I think.
To do this, would I have to trade places with somebody there, or?
No, it's more like seeing through another's eyes. And in that same sense, you can invite a part of them to yourself, too. You can't fix stuff that's going on over there, by the way. The reason there are so many of us is because there are so many choices that can be made, so many questions that can be asked. If I open myself up to all of it, it would just be noise. So I focus on here, but yeah, I mean, the other places are there.
Okay. And it probably is best to not open yourself up to it.
I mean,
I know you seem,
do what you want to do.
You seem very knowledgeable, but you also seem very happy.
I mean, you're gonna do it anyway.
This is not something I've told you about, but it's an idea that I've had for a little bit. Valoth is gonna, for the lack of a better term, drop his persona.
Okay.
And he looks both simultaneously terrified, dead inside, and just melancholy.
I'm good at seeing what's gonna happen. I don't know what the hell happened to you, but yeah, you got it rough. I can see why you might want to be someone else.
I'm not trying to be someone else, but I appreciate all of your help. Just don't look too hard, I guess.
Sure thing. You may want to practice on that ship, by the way.
Okay, I will.
Just, get used to pulling the steering wheel real hard in either direction.
It's not something I've tried before, but I've not flown the ship for long, so.
Okay then.
Well, thank you. And I'll start making my way back.
Oh, I forgot to respond. You're welcome. As she continues her trance and you leave the room. Definitely a bit off-put by the fact that divination is apparently the pinnacle of divination is less scientific and precise and more abound. But you leave feeling like you've certainly learned something in the very short amount of time you were able to talk to this individual. And you arrive back at the Illis Inn around the time that everyone else is waking up. What would you all like to do? Oh, yeah, she is. Mabel got spayed recently, so she is a big whiny girl.
No.
Keep trying to put her down and she...
Would I have time to go run back down and talk to Malachi real quick?
Yeah.
I'm gonna help get the ship ready.
Okay. You make your way over there, and Marilyn is sort of wiping a bit of sweat from her brow as she looks up at the sun. You can tell she's been up most of the night, as have many of the other mages working on it as they begin to leave. The ship looks better than when it left the workshop.
Is the mage I told to clean still there?
Oh
I just happened to be
Yeah,
around?
he's one of the last ones leaving.
Hey, man, you did a good job.
I did the best I could. Listen, I put someone else on the job, but I oversaw every detail. I don't know prestidigitation, but damn, they do.
I mean, it looks like you got 2 coats of wax on here.
Sure.
Good job.
Exceeds expectations.
Ooh.
Meets expectations.
You know what? You get a 4. You know.
Yeah,
I'll probably never see you again. No, you exceed expectations.
Wonderful.
I like fashion a gold star. Give it to him.
Well, I appreciate it, but I have to get going. I have a class to teach.
If there's
You're a professor of
He
what?
leaves.
Professor of Deception.
Yeah.
if there's anything else left to fix, I'll start casting mending and mending the things that need fixing.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like from Maryland, mostly what needed fixing was the wood component, like the hull of the ship, and it's been mended over pretty well. Like I said, it looks better than it did when you left
Cool.
the shop.
And
so.
I'll do my best to talk to. You just said her name, and I just forgot it again. To what's her name? To figure out, to make sure I know how to pilot it.
Maryland.
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 To make, because I knew I landed it, but just to make sure that like
Is
I'm
she not coming with
forgetting
us?
anything.
No,
That
she's staying here.
with Apollo.
Make
robot.
yeah, I do.
Robots.
I do have it.
That's right. I forgot that that's what that was for.
I will.
Make
Like a pilot check.
I am proficient in vehicles, and you said this is most closely related to a boat, so I picked water because there wasn't air as an option.
Yeah, I
For
just
any
wanted to
vehicles.
see how much you pick up.
Technically, you would be able to.
We'll say
grab
make an
air.
investigation check as she kind of goes over all the controls again.
Water, air, it's all the same thing.
That is a 19.
Okay. There are a few things that you didn't fully remember, or at least fully grasp the first time, that you definitely have under lock at this point. Certain things about diverting power from the main engine for lift to the rudder once you've gotten going to allow yourself more maneuverability and that sort of thing.
Cool.
Yep. You were going to Malachi.
I'll take whoever, if anyone. I'll let everybody know that's where I'm going if anybody wants to come with me.
You're going to Malachi?
Yeah, I have another question for him. I have a thought.
No, he
thought
seems to
of
like
something.
you. You can go by
Oh
yourself.
no, he definitely does not like me. He called me boring, but you know, I have thoughts.
I'll go with you.
Did we ever get that note you had translated?
They said
no.
they didn't know the
She-
language.
What?
They know that it is the same language as what was in the room with Sarnorin, but he said that no one knows how to read it, right? But there's more markings like that in Zealous,
Mhm.
which is why we're going to Zealous.
Okay,
Yes.
then thank you for reminding me of that because that specifically was not in my notes. I knew the name of the language.
He also
No,
said to
I'm
be
gonna
careful,
go-
like
no.
who you talk to about that. The main guy was like, not everybody might be a friend, so be careful who you talk to about this stuff.
I'm gonna go visit him. I'm gonna go hang out. I'm gonna go see Malachi.
Okay. As the two of you make your way into the room, he's there. Same book, a little bit further along as before. Welcome back.
Yeah, you know, I am the boring one, but you are taking a long time on that book. Anyway,
It's
that's just
important
beyond
to
that.
understand
Taking a
what you're
long time on
reading,
that book.
not just to read it.
That is very true, my friend. Just as it is important to understand the material you are working with whenever you are forging. I'm sorry to bother you.
I'll take
again.
your word for it.
You craft the dead. You know it is the same.
I don't.
Me and you.
Just
We're-
makes the
we're
face
exactly
out.
right.
Flora's standing next to you going, be cool.
Be,
Be cool.
be cool. This
You-
guy's so cool.
Are a bright spot of sunshine. I like the dark.
I hate you.
Okay, I'm going.
Flora is going to change her appearance to be a darker Eladrin.
Like a
Okay.
flower.
Yeah.
So probably like a winter Eladrin would be the
Shadow
closest to like
Eladrin.
Yeah.
death.
A shadow Kai.
And you're using like disguise self or something?
I can technically do it on a short rest.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just
okay with you.
flavoring. it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better. You should wear your hair like that more often.
You
You should
I
smile more.
am not. Yeah, you really do not need to be making comments about
You are
everyone's
not the first
personalities.
person to tell me that.
You should smile.
Great.
more.
Okay,
Back to why we're here.
right.
Yeah.
So Drazad, after leaving yesterday, had an initial thought about something else he wanted to ask you about, but then it kind of made Drazad start.
I don't need the
thinking-
backstory.
Oh, right. Again, long story short. Oh, I just had his name.
Malachi.
Caesarian?
No, Thessarian.
Oh.
Thessarian was telling us that Not many people, if nobody anymore, knows the... You see him kind of look around and... The language of Umbric?
Umbric runes. Finally, you bring something interesting to the table.
Right, perfect. That is wonderful. So I was wondering, do you... The Tsarians seem to say nobody, but do you happen to know how to read or transcribe it?
I know they carry a great amount of necrotic power, but I don't read it. No.
Who's the Sarian again?
The guy that
That's
brought
He's the high
the
mage.
Gandalf.
You can think of
guy.
him as the principal.
Yeah.
The one that we met.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Super old guy.
Yeah.
Super old.
I have his name here, but
He
it,
was
blends in
taught
with enough
Yeah.
directly
confidence.
by Sarnorin, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Mabel.
He's dead
Stop.
too.
did...
Everybody's
Sorry.
dead.
she's
So-
freaking-
Were Sonoran
No,
able
you know.
to read Umbric?
I'm actually not sure. I never knew Sarnorin. I'd have to be pretty old for that.
Insight check that.
I've only been here for 20 years, like I said.
No,
I'll
you...
insight check it.
Yeah, I'm going to insight check that because I'm going to say, no, you told me you had been teaching here for 20 years, not that you have been here for 20 years.
Wouldn't that be the same
14.
thing?
Well, you probably
It
came
could
as a
be.
student first.
15.
Yeah, I've been here a little longer than that.
As a student?
Mm-hmm. It's how you learn.
No, that is fair, but why...
I love it when the party doesn't share information because you don't know that I know that that's not his original body.
We're so good at this.
That's part of where my brain... I can't bring this up then.
Mabel, baby.
So there is
You're
no...
gonna get a cone.
So there is no lasting tomes or text or no way to decode any Umbric writing.
I mean, the Umbric writing that you see all around the Isle of Vidnika, the Vidnikan Plateau, was old even by the island's standards.
Right.
It survived because it was imbued with magic and carved into stone. There are no writings that detail how to do it. If there were, we would not need to send people to Zealous to decipher it.
So it can be deciphered in Zealous?
We hope. That's why Thessarian sent Isolde.
Said who?
Isolde, Shadow Song.
I mean, that was. I just didn't hear the name.
Oh, okay, my man.
No, you're good.
She was a pretty great student. I was sad to see her go. Thought she might be able to TA for me.
A student of necromancy?
Yeah.
I will...
Can't imagine too many other people getting to the point where they can read Umbric.
She could read Umbric?
No, but she had the best shot,
Oh, okay.
aside from maybe myself.
And where is she now?
She's...
Presumably in Zealous.
Yeah, on her way to Zealous.
Did we have her name and Morgan just wasn't paying attention?
Yeah, we got...
That's from
Yeah,
last
yeah.
session.
Yeah, I sent the notes.
So it doesn't exist in Morgan's brain anymore.
Yeah, it's written down.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will definitely keep an eye out for her then, because that is where we are going next. So,
And look out for that staff she left with, too.
What's that?
why look out for the staff?
It's really important. It's an artifact. Did Thessarian tell you about this?
No, but why would he need to tell us about a staff that a student of his was sent out with?
They sent it with her in hopes that it might help get her into some of the more locked off locations, holy places of the zealous people.
Where did this staff come from?
Well, it's Sarnorin's staff.
Like, the great Sarnorin.
It has Umbric on it, and we've been able to divine that it
I want to ask
was
which staff.
created in Zealous. Came from
Okay,
there.
no.
Why would he send such an important artifact with?
How many times are you going to make me repeat myself?
Look, okay, that's fair.
He sent the staff with her.
Right. To see.
to see if she could use it to access places where Umbric is. A lot of the time, Umbric writing is found in pretty important places, especially in Zealous. And I understand that staff came from there. It's probably important to them. And it might convince them that we are friends, not enemies.
Huh.
So yeah, anyway, she has the staff. Very important artifact to the Vidnik Plateau, and I would love to see it returned. It's been gone for a number of years.
Yes, that is odd. Why would you send the crown jewel that you have in possession back to the place it was originally belonged to? Okay.
Yeah, why not just be like the British, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep it.
Under lock and fucking key.
That's right.
Well, again, I appreciate it. By the way, I don't know the whole story behind it, but I do think there is someone not in the Vidnik Plateau that has the ability to potentially write in Umbric.
Well, sure. Maybe someone has that information.
That is not surprising to you? It's
not
as
concerning to
ancient
you?
as it is.
I've seen a lot of things.
How old are you?
About 40.
How long have you been 40? That's a quote from Twilight.
A while.
Say it!
Well, I appreciate your not help, I guess, but have fun. If I ever see you again, I hope you are finished with that book of yours.
Slim chance of that. I've been reading this one for a few years now.
What book are you reading?
Really hard magics take multiple reads.
That's a title? I've never heard of that book.
That would be a great name.
He doesn't
for a
say
book.
anything. He just looks back down and continues to read.
Just that he hates.
He definitely thinks I am boring. Trust me, he has already made that very
He
clear.
thinks I'm very dumb.
Yeah. Oh, Flora, I think we should probably get
We
out
have
of
to
here.
go.
Yeah. I think that's
I thought you were about to say, Flora, I think you're very dumb too. I was like, damn, dude.
I think it's very boring.
For anyone that's curious, you can see exactly how dumb Flora is. No, just kidding, just kidding. I'm talking about the stat blocks.
I have a
Wisdom
10.
modifier is higher than mine.
Yeah, you're
10.
yeah, you're good. You're good. I'm just making a joke. You're not
I
nearly as
have-
dumb as Odd is.
I got street smarts,
Pretty
but
dumb.
not book smarts.
And Valith is
I
the
make dumb
exact opposite.
decisions.
So, as the two of you leave the School of Necromancy here below the central tower, you find yourself back in the main plaza where many students are now beginning to gather for the day's studies. With the dawn, the light of dawn now warming your face,
Do we long rest?
yep,
Yeah.
you remember that the ship is probably ready to go.
Onward and upward, literally.
Yeah.
Did you all have fun with your friend?
You guys-
No.
Not
He's
necessarily.
kind of terrible.
Yeah, although he did say. So you
Oh,
remember
I'm blue again, by
the
the way.
Sarian, how he was telling us Isolde was going to Zealous to try to learn Umbric writing, and that is where we would probably find the next person, blah, 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 blah. Well, he also said that she was sent with the
A
staff, she was sent with Sarnoran's staff.
Would I remember the statue of Sarnoran holding the staff? Did the statue have Umbric on the staff that he's holding?
Yes,
Okay.
the symbols were very similar to what you have on your parchment.
I also definitely think he's older than 40.
I would like to.
Trying to get you to fucking tell us what you know.
ignoring.
I know. I'll get to that. Sorry. I was thinking about. I want to make sure we have the markings that are on the staff. So I would either, if I can't remember what's on there, I would like to run over there and quickly jot down the markings that are on the staff, and just draw a picture of the statue staff and hope that they're the same
Do a rub.
in case we do need it to get into anywhere in Zealous.
Yeah, I would say you're able to make a rubbing really quickly of it.
That's a good.
Who needs a staff whenever you've just got what's on it?
Yeah.
And then you said he's.
He's definitely older than 40.
Oh yes, that's not his original body.
What?
What do you mean that is not
You
his
didn't think
original
to
body?
tell us that before we went to go visit him?
Did no one else pick up on that?
No,
No.
Dressage.
His not moving, his reading the book very slowly,
You know-
labored like an old person might.
We don't labor over our books like you.
You know,
I neither do I. I'm not as old as him.
for a team that all has message, we are not very good at communicating.
I don't have it.
Except for Flora.
I can speak with plants, though. You want me to ask them what they've said?
Wait, so should we go back down there and interrogate them? No. We could show him the note.
No, it didn't
we
do
were
anything
told
wrong.
we were
because he's
told
old.
to be very careful who we show this note to.
Right.
But I talked to him about it already. He knows somewhat. He doesn't
We
know
should
about
probably leave then, since you've been telling everyone about our note.
You say everyone. I told one person.
The note is a secret.
One person.
We didn't tell him what it says.
Yes, we don't know what it says.
And I didn't tell him he had a note.
Right.
Correct.
Problem solved.
What's the issue?
We flying?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I guess
Sure.
let's go then. Let's get out of here.
As the
Traveling montage.
the four of you approach the ship and begin walking up the ladder, out from around the other side of the ship, a very tired Marilyn peers her head. Well, I guess I'll be seeing y'all. I do gotta say, I really appreciate everything you've done for me.
We appreciate you.
I know I caused you a great deal of trouble, and it may not be my invitation to extend, but if this is my home, you're welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
Just no secret projects.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything I'm going to be doing here is probably going to be related to our friend Apollo. I think they're already trying to divine some of his former memories. I'd like to be involved in that process every step of the way. If I brought him back, and if I in some way caused him to do all that damage, then I want to be the one that helps him to fix it.
You've thrown like 1,000 names at me, so I already forgotten what the divination professor's name was.
You never got it.
Oh.
Yeah, we did.
What?
Divination professor?
Yeah.
You definitely did not.
Mm-mm.
That was Malachi. Is the next.
I would
The
recommend
satyr.
speaking to the satyr
The
in the
satyr.
divination
She wouldn't.
college
Oh
to
yeah.
help with that.
Who was?
All right. I'll
Maryland.
have a chat with them.
And you have to eat at the, what's it called?
Illis Inn.
Illison.
The Illis Inn. Yeah.
The Illis Inn.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to check that out. I heard some of the other folks talking about it.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Wild, huh?
It's crazy in there.
Okay.
It's
I haven't had a
You'll like-
vacation in a
think you'll
long
like
time.
it. Well worth
I
it.
could use a wild
I
night.
think you'll like it.
All right.
Sorry to bring the mood down, Marilyn.
I talked with the necromancer.
No, I am not talking about the necromancer. Actually, Drazat just remembered earlier. I was wondering, how much did you pay for the obsidian that was stolen from me?
Oh, I paid a pretty penny.
Define a pretty penny.
I mean, for 4 weapons, the buyer wanted 10,000 gold. I mean, it's a rare material.
What I'm more. She only got 4 weapons.
What?
I was on
Wait,
it.
what
The
am I
craftsmanship
There's
Did-
so many more weapons.
was top notch. I was heartbroken to have to melt them down.
Right there, she only had 4.
Okay,
What? What's the
Do you-
problem,
She
Drizzt?
only had 4.
Yeah, but how many were there?
Hundreds.
Like,
Oh.
there was like about 100 odd.
Okay.
So we
shoot.
now know where 5 were.
Oh, there's
The spear, and then the 4 that she bought.
Okay, yeah, that is wonderful. That is great.
So only 95 more to go.
That is calming. Oh, that is so.
I mean, that's some progress.
yeah, right. Okay.
And if
I-
you just keep doing what you're doing and don't
Oh,
stop, you'll get to the end.
Such an optimist.
listen, Marilyn, I'm going to be very
I
You
respect
kind of
that.
have to be.
Do
I
you
respect that.
do you have your checkbook on you by chance?
Oh my god.
I don't have access to any of my family's accounts. Although maybe I could send a letter.
Don't
Yeah,
worry
you
about
tell
it.
them, you send a letter back to the town we just left,
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
and then you tell them to put the money in the itemic
Telemeter.
telemeter.
Oh, that's a
Maybe.
great idea. Maybe I'll just do that. I think there are some people that can use magic to do it for me here. I might be able to send that message ahead. And by the way,
I don't have sending.
they definitely would have to send it to you somehow. I just want to make sure y'all aren't going back there in that, are you?
Going back where?
To Nivira. You're not going to Nivera in that.
Oh no, we're going to Zealous.
No,
we're
we're
zealous.
Yeah, right.
I'm just making sure you're not stopping in Nivera.
Why can't we go to
Nivera's on the
Nigeria
way.
then that?
Oh, we are fugitives.
Yeah, Nivera's on the way.
No, she is a fugitive.
Why am I a fugitive?
We did not do anything but save the town.
Yes, but they disappeared at the same time we did
No,
from the town.
are we
Well,
fugitives? Are we fugitives now?
No, I don't think it's anything like that.
Allegedly.
No, I was just told that by Silvara that Grendel might be under a good deal of scrutiny after, Apollo and I were able to escape and his flying machine just happened to leave the same night. So you may not want to incriminate yourselves and him by going back. At least not with
Good.
the
Do we
machine.
have
Do we have a way to talk to Grendel?
I don't know, do you?
After another very nice rest, we will have a way to talk to Grendel. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, if you do,
Well, we had
tell him
those-
I said hi and thank you.
We had those stones, right?
Well,
Speaking stones? Did we have a speaking stone from him?
I don't know.
I thought we did.
I think we do. But I don't
But those were like walkie-talkies, though.
They were short
They were
range.
I think they were
short range,
message
yeah.
stones.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, that
sending.
makes sense. Yeah.
Marilyn, I will definitely let him know as soon as I possibly can because I am limited in the amount of words that I can say across vast distances.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's the most I can ask of anyone.
Marilyn,
Aside from
Such a wholesome character.
saving my life and, all the other
I
stuff.
think you owe Grendel more than you owe us. So you should probably use your influence to do whatever you got to do back home to help him out.
Oh, believe you me, darling, I am well aware and I am going to do everything that I can to see that his inventions are supported.
Right.
As soon as, when the Millsacks Foundry is ready to open up again,
Without the lava.
he's gonna be at the helm.
How is that gonna work without the lava?
I mean,
Also, it kind of blew up your main steam room.
You guys are kind of bringing her down right now. I think we need to be lifting her up.
well, you need to be lifting yourselves up. I'm
Yeah.
holding you here,
Yeah.
and Thessarian said you needed to leave as
That's
soon
the
as
most
possible.
southern goodbye I've
So-
ever had.
Goodbye
yeah, we
for
drew
now.
it out.
Yeah.
I'll see you some other time, I'm sure. And if I don't, I just want to say thank you.
For those in chat that don't know, Southern goodbye is the exact opposite of an Irish goodbye.
It's the exact opposite.
You say goodbye and then
6
you
times.
Continue to walk to the
and
car.
then it takes 30
There's a lot
minutes.
of, well, I gotta
More.
let you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, but then there's one.
Oh my
It
gosh,
takes about
they're
30
very
minutes.
they're very hard for an introvert to deal with, honestly.
Yeah, and for my family sounds almost exactly as the character that Alex just had. So, yeah, it's deep in my soul, man.
Well,
Let's fly away.
okay.
While we're flying,
sail
Valve is
away.
gonna put his prismatic goggles on. And,
while we're flying, and before you do a travel montage, I
Mhm.
do want to ask you about your self-portraits.
oh,
So-
yes. Do you want to look at them?
I do.
Here you go.
Okay, are they like sad looking?
No, there's a bunch of different pictures of Valoff. One is wearing kind of an adventurer's cap.
Are they like
Um,
charcoal drawings or?
No, just with his inky finger. Because his tattoo lets him write in any.
So
yeah.
they're kind of like
Oh no, very fine,
like
very.
ink blots or
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like his finger writes like a pen,
okay,
just
so,
in any
so
color.
like pen drawings. Got it.
Yeah. And then there's another one of him with an eye patch. And long unkempt hair, much like it is right now.
Like when he was on a boat.
Much like it is right now when he's on an airboat.
An airboat.
Then there's another one of him with shorter cut hair, like a kind of like a messy bob, with
The Persian bob.
the goggles,
Goggles.
on the forehead.
The prismatic ones?
No, just
Oh,
goggles.
just goggles.
And then there's another one with his hair up in a bun. And he looks a lot more like stern. He got a big stern look on his face.
I'm interested to know more about this one with the eye patch. Were you a pirate?
Yes. Once upon a time.
Don't divulge any more information. Did you steal from people?
I stole from the giant.
The giant.
I stole like 20 gold from the Goliath and
Oh shit! You did do that.
Yeah, we can
Seems
never
like
go
you've
back
had.
I also stole
Many-
this, and I'll pull out the book that I just tried to sell. Since we might not be going back there, so I feel it's okay to tell you all.
my-
Is that
God.
a book from the Depths
Do we
Library?
need to keep an eye on you?
Yes.
there. Yeah.
And no.
Please tell
I'm
me
like,
you still have the
leave him
tinfoil hat.
alone. He's
Oh,
fine.
yes. And I'll pull out the tinfoil hat as
Okay,
well.
make sure you always keep that with you at any
Well,
given
now you
point
all
in
know,
time.
so just don't think about it
My
when you meet her next.
God.
And I'll put it all back in.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god. We're gonna need 3 more tinfoil hats.
Oh, God, we gotta go back there.
Hey, Odd, while your mind is on the subject of, sticky fingers,
Yep.
how much gold did you have?
I have so many
A
questions
lot,
for
why?
you.
Subtract 50.
Okay.
Okay.
From
you,
what?
you paid for the festivities the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
night.
yeah.
Is that what the,
Was
the,
that
the perception was?
Perception was? Is it like auto drafted it from
Yeah.
my?
It auto-
Dude, I almost told
She was like, are you hungry?
And
Yes.
and
You want food? Yes. Okay, here you go.
And I almost told Marilyn that it was free too. Never go check it out. It's free.
Yeah.
It is free. It is the illusion of free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the record, there's also a bunch of words in the book that we've already been through that you
that
can't
I can't
read.
read. Yeah, but I'm very interested in self-portraits. Is this in the same book
How many am
as
I-
the other thing? What book is this one?
This-
Do you have a book of just
If one's
self-portraits?
the anus.
Yeah, I
and
mean
the
that's
other
what this one is.
That's
It's just a
what
bunch
it
of
Hmm. So why do you keep self-portraits?
like every couple pages there's a self-portrait, and it. I'll give you because I think you rolled like an 18 on your check to decipher.
it was
You
a
rolled
nat
nat
20,
No,
boy.
no. To see the. But previously, when you tried to roll,
Oh, yeah, it was high.
It was like
It
an
was
18
high.
or something. But you can tell that like each picture starts a new entry in the book.
So is it like a journal?
Yes.
Cool.
Of my adventures, like I said.
I like that. I wish I could read it.
Well, it would take some time to teach you the languages.
What if you just read it to me?
It's not 100% my story to tell.
Oh, I hate that so much. Me as Morgan, I hate that so much, Sam. What do you mean? If it's not, why have you written it if it's not your story to tell?
Because I was told the story.
By who?
By them.
By you?
Yes.
We don't have to do this. I will text you on the side.
No, I mean, this
But
was
for
great.
the entire ride, I want to be asking questions about this fucking book.
Okay.
I want to know about every adventure that is in that book. I want to know why you had an eye patch. I want to know why you cut your hair. I want to know everything.
You have
So-
2 days. 2 days.
I had 2 days with you, boy.
Well, the eye patch
Where-
helps whenever you go below board. You switch it so that you can see in the dark because the eye's been accumulated to the dark the entire time.
Fuck, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's actually what it's
I know.
for.
I know. But I always forget.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit of knowledge that like stays in the back of my mind. I don't
Yeah.
remember it until I hear someone else say it.
Yeah.
And then I was working with a lot of machinery, so long hair was not the best.
What kind of machinery?
Much like what we saw in Nivira.
Where?
What?
Where were you?
I believe it was actually in Nivera. Yes.
When was that?
Probably 4, 5 years ago.
But you did not know of the mill stacks?
Yes, correct.
You did or you did not?
I did not. I do now.
But you were
Obviously.
there 4 or 5 years ago, and the family has been there for way longer than that.
What were you doing?
I was creating, much like most of the people that are there. This is me smiling because I know this is bothering you guys so much.
Sam's thoroughly enjoying himself.
It is
Through
killing
Bella.
me that I don't have 2 days to ask all of these questions.
So-
I'm probably going to text you on the
spell could I
side.
use?
Yeah, I'm probably going to text you on the side.
As all of you board the ship, Odd, you kind of situate the beds below deck, get things
we
ready.
don't sleep.
Valoth, you man the helm. You pull a few levers, and as the engine roars to life,
Sucks to be y'all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're like fast.
all of you feel the Copper Griffin rumble beneath you. And with a gentle ascent, the vessel lifts gracefully as it hovers above the scarred ground beneath it. As you begin a charge towards the edge of the plateau, the wind whispers through your hair, and the Copper Griffin gains momentum, its wings unfolding with a mesmerizing display of intricate mechanics and ethereal energy, just as the earth falls away. The gliding vessel whisks you through the atmosphere as you pierce straight through a white veil. Silently, you watch the plateau disappear behind you. And you all are sailing.
Come sail away. Come sail
Val's hair
away.
is
Come
out of the
sail
ponytail. It is
away.
blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
You feel like you have a
sail
much
away.
finer control over the ship. It could be you're a little bit more accustomed to piloting it. It could also just be perhaps they made some slight improvements to the steering mechanism while they were doing repairs the night before. In either case, this has become less a flying death trap that you're somewhat afraid to be on, and more an enjoyable experience for all of you. As you sail through the clouds, is there anything that you guys would like to do aside from ask about Valath's
I
book?
am only asking about questions.
Well, in the middle of you asking questions, I'll go, Flora, I appreciate the questions, but which direction am I supposed to be going?
North.
Aren't you
Towards
the
Zealous,
navigator?
and then I just continue asking.
But
I'll navigate.
yeah, I was
him
like,
towards
you
Zealous,
you
yeah.
helped
That's
navigate
why
the
I'm
ship
chilling
before.
with you, bro. I'm the navigator.
Make a survival check.
Yes, sir. This is my hot dice, and it's not rolling so hot.
Take the 15.
No,
I might have to. What am I rolling? Survival?
Survival.
Survival.
What's on the dice?
7 plus 8, so 15.
You're able to reasonably point out the direction, and it's quite easy for you because you can see the rut that was made by the ship as you're leaving, and you just go in the opposite direction of that, basically. The clouds are pretty dense here, but occasionally you do get to see some of the plateau around you and below you.
I remember from our last campaign that, like, flying over Zealous or, like, looking at it from the top, it looks, like, barren.
Yes.
Is it the same?
Mm-hmm.
And would I know
You
that
would
as
know.
Flora?
You would have heard that Zealous is a wasteland at the very least, but make a history check to see how much more you might know.
I just want to know if, like, I'll be able to tell when we've gotten, like, over it. Or, like, if the land we fly over is, like, green, I'll
Okay.
know that that's not Zealous.
History check.
Okay. That almost landed on that 20.
So close.
14. Like, literally so close.
You know, not only is it still a barren wasteland, it is scarred by every sense. It's partially why tieflings were sent there, because it was undesirable land. There's a large wall that surrounds most of it. And so
Nice.
at some point, you're going to cross that wall, and you'll know that you're in Zealous.
Okay. Control click does the same thing. Or command if you want to map.
As what is everyone doing? Why don't you guys place yourselves on the ship? I've got it
Oh,
here.
I don't like that. Where's the steering?
It's right here, just on the other
I'll
side.
be up there with you.
I got you.
Oh, if I place myself on the
It
wrong.
always blows my mind how much longer your arms are than mine, Caleb.
It's very useful.
So long.
I'm
Like,
up-
we measured him the other day. We put our shoulders together, and he's got
I'm
like
up
a
on
good
the
6
front.
inches on me.
And I got Drazad holding me, and I'm like, oh.
It's like you're flying.
You're on top of the world, Odd.
In that case,
Just
Odd, I'll have you make a perception check.
Okay. 16 plus.
We have a 5 and a 2.
What is my perception? Dirty 20.
Nice. So, as you continue to sail through the dense cloud cover, you occasionally spot a fragment of the shattered plateau. tall, slender spikes of earth tipped in green vegetation. You pay close attention to the only landmarks you've been able to spy as of yet until you see something a bit out of place.
A bit odd.
What is it?
You lay eyes on one such spire that supports a humanoid individual standing atop it.
What?
Your vision locks with theirs as you pass their perch. With a smirk, they step off and fall unworried into the white expanse and then vanish.
Did anybody else see that?
See what?
See what?
There's a person standing on top of one of these spires, and he just jumped off, and he smiled at me. Is it him or her?
Him.
Like it was.
Do you think they're going to a secret underground organization's hideout?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Does kind of seem like that.
Do you have anybody else that is after you that we should know about? Any other wrong dealings or trade agreements that the other person did not agree to and had no way of knowing? Any crimes, murders, or any other?
No, I don't think so.
Make a history check for me.
Oh shit! I gotta see if I remember.
Alex, Grotul is where
I gotta see if I
Vidnika
remember.
was, right?
Yes.
That's 20. Oh my god.
We definitely know who it is.
As soon as you lock eyes with this individual, you do recall where you know them from. They were one of the students in Malachi's class that arrived early when you all were discussing.
Had to tell them about our note.
Oh god. They're one of the goth kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was cool with them.
Yeah.
My nails are still black.
And I wouldn't necessarily call him a
still
goth
got
kid.
that.
He's a bit older.
Okay.
He has a white beard, somewhat frail features, but when you'd spoken to him before, he had very kind eyes, not like the eyes that you met in
Just
the
now.
middle of these clouds.
Very Tom Riddle-like.
Does he have a nose?
Yeah. Tom Marvolo Riddle.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I yell at everybody like, "What? Be careful!"
Can I steer the ship a little bit higher?
Do you tell us that
Give
it's
us a
like
little bit more
necromancy
altitude?
student?
You begin to
Yeah.
gain an altitude. All of you peer over the sides just in time to see a deep purple glow illuminate the cloud cover beneath the Copper
Oh,
Griffin
great.
as the weather begins to turn sour. Suddenly, the sky grows dark. The wind flows harsh, and flashes of light pepper your surroundings as your ship rattles in the wake of it. A gust of air carries a sudden foul stench as a shrill cry emanates from above you.
Oh.
You turn your sight skyward just in time to catch a haunting visage resembling a large bird shrouded in the decay of dark magics. Roll for initiative.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
wait. I have a question. Can I? Okay.
Horton son, what is your roll? 1?
Can I port in my initiative roll?
Yeah, you can port an name roll, huh?
I guess so. Any D20?
Woo!
I may actually do that. I may take the 11 because it's
man.
not good for anything else.
Yeah, it's kind of right in the middle there.
Yeah.
Good. I'm cool with my 5.
I gotta.
I'm gonna go last.
Woo! Fancy boys.
My God, I'm not ready
God,
for
It's
this.
the Red Eyes Black
a-
Dragon.
It's a bird person. Yeah.
All right.
Do I need to turn this one?
Hey, Alex,
It's
can
on.
you check your text real quick?
That's purple.
That was not necessarily a worthwhile text message.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, you're good. You're good.
I said in the game cam.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Thanks.
So Valoth, what'd you get?
13.
Okay. Odd.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Drazad,
19.
19. And Flora.
5.
Okay.
I was supposed to have a 3.
I'm cool with my 5, man. I'm chilling.
As you see the outline of this bird-shaped creature, it moves beyond your sight.
Are they flying?
But you are looking out for it. Odd, you're at the top of the initiative order.
I can't see it.
With your really good perception check from earlier, I will say that you have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
You know the shape of it, but it has basically done a flyby on your ship and maybe circling back around.
Okay.
With the dense cloud cover, it's hard to see beyond 60 to 90 feet.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah, we're gonna need.
We'll say 90 feet visibility is kind of what you guys are looking at here.
90-foot visibility.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast.
We can't see them?
Not right now.
I'm gonna start banging on my drum, and as I do, like my outline of my body kind of vibrates, and the same green glow that y'all always see with me kind of vibrates off, and then you see multiple splits of me kind of go on the deck. So I
Now
cast.
there are 3 of them.
Yeah, four.
Four of them.
Yeah,
Mirror
Oh,
image.
God.
mirror image.
Love
And then-
that spell. Really good.
And then
Awesome description too. Thank you.
And then I am going to look to Valoth and say, wink. Give you an inspiration.
That's a D4.
Says wink.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a D4.
No, that's it. I always say wink.
Hey, quick question. How long is our ship?
It's a good question. It's about 30 feet, maybe 35, 40.
So it's accurate to scale.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So moving on in the initiative, Drazad, you're up next.
And I start shooting the shit with all my mirror images. Like, hey, what's up? Like, hey, Ken. Hey, Ken.
Anywhere else, you'd be a 10.
Do any of the odds have a different accent or a different anything different about them, or they're all exactly the same?
No, they're all slightly different.
Yeah.
No, because of I got the cloak that changes. They're all got different cloaks. Yeah.
So there's blue odd, there's
Yeah.
green odd, there's red odd. Got it.
Yeah.
Is it stormy?
It is very stormy now. Yep.
Great.
Drazad, it's your go. What would you like to do?
So I was gonna ask first. Can I roll, or the bird? You said it had like a death or decaying energy around it.
And you definitely caught a whiff of that, and you as a cleric, you immediately pick up on it.
Okay, so it seems like it's like potentially like an animated dead thing.
Something like that, maybe.
Great. Okay. Everyone, of course, we could not wait for a battle until we got on the ground. Great Pyraxis, help us all. And I'll cast Bless on the 4 of us.
Okay.
Is that also a D4?
D6, I think.
It's a
right?
D4, bless.
4.
And you're concentrating now.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can get those. Yeah,
And it's
can you
once
hand
per
it to me?
turn. We can add a D4 to...
Anything you want.
Attack roll, ability checks, saving throw.
It's not once per turn. It's whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw. It doesn't
That's
say
what it
once
is.
per turn. It's
Oh, okay,
just
so we can just
whenever-
do it as long as you're
Yeah.
concentrating. Cool.
So, are you doing anything else?
So Bless is technically an action,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm
Quicken spell?
no, I'm
No,
like
I
I'm
forgot,
like
yeah.
preparing myself to like ready. Like I know what I'm gonna do next round if the bird like flies back around.
Yeah,
Shit.
so you
Yeah.
you pull out your mace and you're ready to
Yeah.
go, ready to parry any blows that come your way. And fittingly, Odd, you see the same shape begin to close in from behind your ship. I don't have flying things high enough, so we'll just have to pretend for a moment. It's flying over the ship.
Oh.
Oh hell no.
As it crosses over top,
How high above the ship is it?
it would be about 10 feet. No. It's going to do a flyby, so it's like just outside of your ranges is what's it's going to try and do.
To not provoke any attacks of opportunity as it
Yeah.
flies by.
The scent, the acrid scent of decaying flesh grows even stronger to the point where all of you are actually having trouble breathing. I need everyone to make a con save.
Is this against the charm condition?
No.
18.
18?
19.
I'm gonna
19.
take the 15.
I'm taking
yeah.
15.
Okay, we're down to 15s, but everyone does save as you're able to basically pull up a bit of clothing and shield your mouth from the deadly spores that are now falling and intermingling with the dense cloud that you were sailing through. The creature once again flies just beyond the ship, but it is still visible to you, Odd. It's actually right about here.
Okay.
We got another super chat. Thank
As
you.
it is beginning to circle around.
As it passes by, I tell everybody, don't forget about those rebreathers we have.
The underwater thing? Smart.
Oh, would that help us?
I mean, it's
Dark Rouge, thank you. Appreciate the super chat. Roll it forward.
Woo,
Never roll
nice.
it backwards.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you? And I don't know, Alex, if you can answer the question. But Caleb asked if the rebreather would help us, or would we know that like the stench to be whatever just hit us to be.
I have it as
Says
underwater
spores.
breather on my inventory.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh.
I do too.
I mean, it's a can of holding for air.
Yeah.
Is I think
you
what I had
wind up
deemed
the
it.
air into it. Yeah.
You get the sense that it might help.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a bonus action, free action to use one of those things,
Or just
like
put it in your
put
mouth.
mouth?
Yeah.
Was this a cut? I don't even remember where these are from.
Yeah,
He bought it
I bought a bunch
in
at
Millsacks.
Yeah,
That's what. Okay.
it's a can. You wind it up. You said, and
Yeah.
Suck in air.
It sucks in air, and then like you
And
can
then you
breathe
can
for like
breathe
an
it
hour
later.
or something.
I would say
I
it's.
have it written in one of my books.
We'll
exactly
make it a
what
bonus action to activate, like
Okay.
a potion, but then you're good for an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to add
Point.
points. There you go. Dark Rouge, you got 1,040 points.
Woo!
All right. As we move on in combat, Valoth, it is actually your go. What would you like to do?
If I look up, it's a D6 for your. Okay. If I look up, I know we're kind of in this storm and this cloudy and it's hard, low visibility.
Yes.
Is it coming from clouds or is it just like this ambiguous like?
You would know because you were paying attention while you were sailing that you flew into a very large cloud when you left Vidnika, and it was totally normal, like white cloud cover, until that deep purple glow underneath you, and it started to get very dark, and now there are flashes of light. These are very much storm clouds.
I guess my question is, would I know there to be like we can get out of it by going up?
Potentially. Based on what you know, maybe. There's no way to know for sure.
Okay. Then I'm gonna shuck the wings in and can divert all power to the down thrusters and
Okay.
just go straight up.
Okay. Nice. So you begin to sail up. Make a survival check for me as you reach a new level of air and the gusts of wind become extremely powerful. You need to make sure the ship does not rock too hard.
It's a 19.
Okay. With your 19, you're able to counterbalance the ship against these strong winds. None of you fall prone, which was at stake, and you continue to ascend. The darkness is still abound, but you pray that there is light at the end of this tunnel
And
as you continue onward.
Is that action, bonus action?
I like to say it's the ship's action,
Okay.
so you still have your action and bonus action.
Oh, dope.
That is
You're
dope.
you're piloting the ship, so basically you're going to be making these checks every round.
Yeah.
Is there a necromancy version of Wild Shape?
You don't know?
So how far off the front of the ship was the thing before I shot us up?
It was about 30 feet. So now its position is pretty accurate.
You're looking at one of my mouses hovered over? Okay. So if this is not an action, I thought that it would at least be my action to do this. But can we go back and can I cast Fireball on it and then shuck the ship up?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a dex save from it.
Okay. 24.
Yeah, it saves. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take half.
It makes That's a lot of sixes.
A lot of 6s and 5s, dude. Okay,
The first
that's
fireball of the campaign. Here we go.
15 plus 16 is
21.
no
31.
31.
Oh, 15.
31 half to 15.
31.
Halved
You
again.
didn't roll enough, huh?
Halved again.
It's-
He's
no,
resistant to fire.
Oh, I need 2 more.
2 more, yeah. No.
'Cause that-
Five, huh?
No, there's one in the corner.
Oh,
here.
gotcha.
Wait.
31.
Plus another 8, so that's
39.
39, so halved, and then halved
So-
again.
Halved to
20, so
19. Halved
Yep.
to
6.
9.
9, yeah.
Double
Half of 18
Wait,
is 9.
You had resistance too?
That's what he said.
As you cast fireball out in front of the ship and the explosion rockets you upwards, you counterbalance the ship just right, but you see just before you propel yourself higher into the sky, the bird-like creature actually just focuses its body into almost a pin and then shoots straight through the fireball with a spin, expanding its wings on the other side as the flames just lick off of it.
Is it my go?
No.
It's the thing.
I'm so excited to go.
And how much higher did I get us?
20 feet?
20 feet, you said?
Yeah. In true Wicked Witch of the West fashion, the
Scarlet
wizard
Witch.
that you saw only moments ago now flies next to the ship and is keeping pace with you as he hurls a fireball into the center of the ship. I
Oh,
need all of you.
no.
Counterspell!
Okay. As he goes to throw the fireball, you see it fizzle as it diminishes into nothing within the dark clouds. Some of the rain that you're flying through actually causes it to smoke as it poofs and flies back.
All the odds in a perfect little square go, I'll protect you, and they all put their shield for the
So you have thwarted his attack, Flora. It is now
Little
your
odd, it's out
go.
of sync.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your go, Flora.
Yes.
Odd, you're on deck.
Okay, Flora is pissed now. So you see her in the back, and she just slams her staff of flowers on the ship, and black flowers pop out, and her eyes go to the back of her head.
Hell yeah.
And the storm gets really dark. So the storm cloud above us now extends the whole width of this table. And it's very dark now, and she snaps her fingers, and lightning comes down on this guy.
Okay. What save does this
Dex.
creature need to make? Okay.
But since it was already stormy, I get an extra D10.
Yes, you do.
Very
Oh
nice.
my God.
Now one.
It has advantage on saving throws.
Who that one?
I rolled 2 nat ones.
That's a 1 in 400 chance.
Oh my God.
Double damage.
Give it.
Double damage.
Yeah, come on!
Roll your dice. I'll not half it for its immunity.
Immunity or
It's not
resistance?
immunity
Resistance.
to lightning.
Resistance.
to lightning.
It's resistant to lightning.
That's what it's just saying, yeah.
And
So, I mean, essentially, you'll double it.
Yeah.
29.
Okay. As lightning cracks down from above, you see it empowered by the electricity coursing through the clouds surrounding you. As it strikes this creature, it begins to furl a wing to block some of the blow, but the lightning is too fast. It hits it in the side of the face, and it goes careening off the side as it takes 29 points of lightning damage. It does catch itself as it begins to right and catch up with your ship, but it took
So
a heavy
it's
blow there.
Resistant to fire and lightning?
Yes.
That's some shit.
And you can see as much for sure because any other creature that you faced in your time as an adventurer would have certainly felt that blow more than this creature did as it begins to catch back up with your ship. Odd, it is your go as you stand off the front of the Copper Griffin, lying in wait for your enemy.
By the way, I now have control over this storm. So if one of your characters was controlling it, they aren't.
Not anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Might be fighting for control.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm just telling you what the spell says.
Just-
By the way, I cast Call Lightning.
Yeah, I
I
figured
know
that's
you
what it
know
was.
that. I'm saying it.
Very
That was
cool
cool.
spell. Very flavorful.
Just
Love
took
that.
Okay. So
Also, they're not 5 feet away. The other witch. That witch is more than 5 feet away from this bird, right?
how far away are they?
Oh yeah,
I just make sure.
yeah.
How far away
What
are
else
they
am I gonna tell you?
from where are we at right now? Do you know?
What do you mean? The enemies?
Yes.
So the bird would be 30 feet off the
Okay.
front and then 20 feet down. So we'll just call it 30 feet.
Okay.
And then the wizard is actually right off the side of the ship. We'll say 10 feet off the side. I wish I had higher flying bases. Actually, I might be able to make something work.
This shit lasts for 10 minutes, by the way.
Don't you? Did I really?
There you go.
I thought you had
Aha.
taller ones than that.
It's because of all the clouds.
Oh, maybe
I
that's
am going
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, the clouds make it look.
It's poofy.
Yeah.
They poofy. They poofy.
Ooh, we got a nat 20. I mean, a D20. Sorry,
Whoa.
a D20. A D20 in the chat.
I was like, I'm taking that on my next.
Yeah! That was
Info
sick.
warning.
You must have taken a divination magic class.
That was
Very
the
nice.
best.
Hell yeah. That was so
Thank you very much, Darkrish. I really, really appreciate that.
That was
And
so fun.
I can't wait to see what they do with this.
Do some dabbling.
Odd, it's still your go,
Dabbling.
Drazad. Don't forget you're on deck.
Oh man.
sir.
Okay. So I think what
That was so fun.
I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to activate.
excited.
Me either.
I'm
wanna
going to
watch it back.
activate my radiant soul. So
Okay.
the wings come flaring out and my eyes glow red with fire, and then let's see, and that gives me a flying speed.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna take the breather out and put it in my mouth, and actually no, I'm gonna fly to this guy and get more stacks out to the wizard. And I'm gonna hit him with my new feat.
Okay.
So I have I took pole arm master, so I come with that staff that you saw that I just got, and I'm spinning it, and as I'm spinning it, I kind of hit him with the backside of it. I feint out a swing at him and hit him with the backside. Uh, 16 hit.
Let me. Yeah, 16 does hit.
It's a wizard.
Good.
I'd hope so.
No,
for
Otherwise, I'm playing wizards wrong.
Otherwise,
for
I gotta figure out
8
what's going
points
on.
of damage.
Dabblage.
All right, you slam into this this wizard who just earlier in the day was helping to paint your nails. You said 10. How much damage?
8.
8.
Yeah. This was the guy.
This is one of them. He wasn't
I'll be
a
like-
god kid, but he was
I'm
one
like,
of them.
Samuel, why? You're better than this.
As you smash him across his face, you see some of the faint shimmer of magical armor sort of cracked and broken. As he brings his eyes back to bear, you see a blue coalescing like glow that casts out and illuminates as he begins to gather magic himself for his attack back. He does not say anything to you.
Okay.
Drazad, it is your go. Sorry, everyone looking at the camera. I went ahead and lowered it so I could just do this.
So,
Boop.
Drazad realizing,
5 more radiant damage. Too.
Oh, gotcha.
heck yeah.
Sorry. I forgot the radiant soul. Let's me tack that on.
All right, Drazad, what you got?
Seeing that the wizard is clearly more powerful than we're anticipating because he has mage armor up, Drazad's gonna look at the bird
Level 1 spell.
and go, I do not know what master you serve, but there will be no one any longer. He'll raise his hand up, and you'll see a bright white light come out of it. And I'm assuming this is a summon spell, maybe? If it's 3rd level or lower, the bird is gone. I'm casting Dispel Magic.
Okay. As you cast Dispel Magic on the bird, you see some of its feathers begin to flutter off into the dark clouds below as it struggles to maintain its balance. But as soon as you feel the magic begin to fade from your hand, it rights itself and continues to fly. It certainly felt like it was going to be affected by it, but perhaps your magic is not quite strong enough to dispel this.
Are the bird and the wizard, how far apart are they? Like 20 feet?
That would be, about, we'll say 25, 30.
Okay.
We'll say 30.
Is it? It's not a. Well, no, you already know that rule, obviously. Never mind.
Are you doing anything else?
No, I can't do anything else.
Okay. Then it is now.
Valov would say, hang tight.
It is now the bird's turn, and
Do
it
that.
is going to fly directly onto the ship
I was going to ram the ship into it.
and landing with a thud upon the deck, not caring to soften its weight upon your ship at all. It spreads its wings and lets out a horrible shriek. I need all of you to make another con save.
Me too.
Each creature within 20 feet, that is you.
The wizard too, then?
Oh, don't forget bless.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can just add it to that.
Yeah.
He would position so the wizard doesn't get hit, but yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Then.
I can add a bless to that.
Yeah, it's a saving throw.
Con save?
16.
Oh yeah.
I, too, got a 16.
14.
21 plus 3. 24.
Okay, so all of you save. As you cover your ears, a couple of you feel your body beginning to tense up instinctively from the sound that this creature makes. It almost sounds like a bright cry combined with a death whistle, if you've ever heard that. But all of you stay standing and are unaffected. Valoth, it is your go.
So currently, the engines are just shooting straight up. Nothing's moving us forward, and the wings are pulled in.
Correct.
If I undo that and put it back to the way it was, would the wings hit the wizard?
Oh, the wings are extended.
I said I pulled them in and
So
then
they didn't
reversed
buckle
everything to
when
the
you-
down
Oh.
to the down thrusters.
I see,
To
I see.
To go up.
The
And then
wizard
now I
would
wanna switch that
technically
back.
be above where the wings come out because he was shooting
Okay.
fireball from over the railing, so he'd be higher than that. However, I will say roll a d4 for me.
I don't like that. I'll roll this one.
My throat hurts from how hard I screamed whenever we got that nat 20.
That's a 3.
All right. As you continue to pilot the ship and look out ahead to see exactly where best to send it, you begin to notice the sky distorting in odd ways, intermingling with magics that seem to be temporal distortion. I need you to make a perception check for me, and you can make it with advantage because you are wearing your goggles.
Ha!
That is...
The goggle gambit pays off.
Perception, that's 17.
Okay. As you pilot the ship forward, you're able to see through the distortions and realize that they are distorting some of the spires that stick out above the clouds. This illusion magic would have seen you potentially careen into one of them, but you're able to right the ship beyond it successfully.
Awesome. And how far is the dragon boy from me?
From you, he would be pretty much exactly 20 feet there.
Okay. I'm going to... You see Valoth pull some levers, put the wings back out, fly forward, catch a glimpse of some rocks, steer left and right. You guys think he's dodging air.
He's like shifting
as,
gears.
as things go, and then he just reaches up with one hand and pulls this whip out of his head and lashes it towards the
Birdie
dragon boy. And I need a intelligence save from him.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
He's probably terrible at that. That is a 16.
He exactly saves. Is this a save or save?
It was a 17 minus 1. As you crack this whip made of mental energy, it uses the staff that it wields to deflect it out of the sky, but it does. The whip does recuss a bit and slap it alongside this, the bird's face.
So that is 11 psychic damage and half to 5 because he saved.
All right. He does take all of that psychic damage, you see. It was very eager to deflect the blow and very lucky that it did.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
The goggles that you gave me, do you remember how many uses they have? Was it once a day?
Most of those.
Was
were.
yours the disguise
Yeah,
goggles?
most of them were.
The chameleon goggles.
Or color spray?
Oh,
yeah.
That would be once a day. Mm-hmm. So with that.
And then I will bonus action put my rebreather in.
Got it. Okay. It is now the wizard's turn. And Odd, he begins to gather magic in his palm, looking directly at you. As he thrusts his hand forward, you instinctively dodge out of the way as the glowing orb of fire strikes the center of the ship, and you feel an explosion ignite from behind you. I need everyone to make dex saves, including his own friend.
Okay.
Did he do a fireball again?
I didn't
He
have
did.
the counter spell because
He had 2 fireballs.
Bless.
Oh yeah, bless.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that bless is going to come in clutch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Dex save.
Oh yeah, it is.
Goodness, 2.
Okay.
I probably actually no.
We got it.
So his bird saves, and it's going to take
23.
23. You save.
Yep.
19.
You save.
You
Still
leaving the
gonna
plus 2.
hurt.
That's a 4 on the D4, baby.
What'd you get, Drazad?
16.
21 or 2.
Okay.
So I have.
So everyone saves. That means you'll be taking half damage.
I do. Well, I do have a question too. They're not over my eyes, but I am wearing the fire-resistant goggles.
Would you have attuned to them? Probably.
Yeah. I mean, since we
We've
had them,
multiple
So you
days.
have
I didn't know if
fire
they had to be
resistance.
like over my eyes or
No.
anything. Okay. Cool.
I thought they were. You said they were earlier.
No, the prismatic goggles are over. The fire ones are just on top. Yeah, because I would always have those on because
Yeah.
fire resistance. Why not? But the prismatic ones I would put on as I need to see
Yep.
things.
You have fire resistance.
You'll have to
so-
have.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Not
Dude,
nearly
I
as good as Sam's fireball. It's 21 points
Total.
total. You guys will take half,
10.
10.
and then you will
I'll
take
take
a
5.
quarter for 5. It will also take a quarter for 5.
It's Constitution for.
Con save.
Thank you.
Yeah. Concentration
Concentration,
save.
yeah.
It's easy to remember because it's con.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's totally cocked.
Super cocked. And it's gone forever now.
Super cock.
In the clouds.
Thank God I have a man.
How high does the shaft go? No.
Depends on if it's a super cock or
That's
not.
right. That's right.
You got to beat a 10.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, so you're able to keep your bless spell up, although you guys do see the light diminish a bit as the fire explodes and erupts, illuminating or bathing the ship in a red hot glow as opposed to the dark purple stormy one that you've now become accustomed to. Moving on from this, it is now Flora's turn, and Odd, you're on deck.
Okay.
Okay.
So Flora is gonna move on the other side of where Jasad is.
Okay. So close to
With
the
all
thing.
of her inner tubes.
Right.
Yeah, that I don't want to be within 5 feet of him though.
That's fine. We'll know. the rings make it.
Okay. Okay.
unless you
Okay.
wanna-
Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was gonna like go around on the other side, but I just am not within 5 feet of him.
Yeah.
Great. I'm not in his
You're
range.
just out of his
I'm
range.
Not in
specifically
his range.
5.5 feet
Great.
away from
Four
Drazad.
feet.
Yeah.
Now I'm
He'll just
gonna
close on you instead.
use my goggles and cast color spray on him.
Okay.
Do you need
Interesting. I don't know. What does
4.
color spray do?
Blind him.
Oh, it's
6.
blind. Yeah.
I think it does, right?
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
the side effect?
No, it is.
Yeah, so
yeah.
it'll be blinded.
And what
but-
kind of
Well-
save?
But hold on. It says roll 60-10. The total is how many hit points of creatures a spell can affect. Creatures
Oh.
in a 15-foot cone originating from you are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. Starting with the creature that has the lowest, each creature affected is blinded until the end of my next turn. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total. A creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the remaining total.
It's like sleep.
Mhm.
Okay. And he's the only one in the cone. You're not
Yeah.
trying to put the
So
wizard
I'm
in
just
it.
hoping his hit points are less than what I roll.
Math.
Dice math.
I don't
Dice
think
math.
that's good at all.
Oh, how much is
What
it?
number?
It's 26.
I can tell you it is nowhere near. As you spray the ink out from these goggles, it actually catches the wind a bit, and the creature emphasizes this by
Breaks back to
throwing
your
its wings in that direction. Some of it lands across its beak, but with how dirty, disgusting, and decrepit it is, it doesn't seem to mind as the ink is propelled backwards over your head, Valoth, as the ship continues to be propelled
Good thing I got
forward.
like 15 goggles
So
on.
that was my full action.
Yes.
Okay. So then for my bonus action, I have something I can do. Is anyone taking damage?
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes.
Good fireball.
Okay, great.
But I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Heal
healing.
Valoth.
I'm gonna. You took.
I only took 5, but I also only have 24 hit points.
How much?
I took 10. But
Yeah, I took 10. But
Everybody else
too.
took 10 because everybody
Yeah.
saved the fireball.
I'm gonna heal Valoth then for 1d4 plus 5.
Okay.
So 9. That was my bonus action. I'm coming for you next, Brett.
All right.
Oh, you good?
Odd, you are up. Drazad, you're on deck.
I'm gonna look at this wizard and be like, I had such high hopes for you and aspirations, but you're gonna find out why I beat on things. And I swing at him.
Your hopes will be dashed on the rocks below.
Ooh, do I take the nat 20? Do I take the nat 20? No. Anybody?
I roll first. See if you roll it, then you
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
swap
you
it.
never know.
Yeah, roll it first.
Always
Yeah.
roll first.
Because I'm also gonna do the.
It's a nat 1, so I'm gonna take the nat 20.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay,
Jesus.
the auto crit,
Auto
courtesy
crit.
of our friend
Auto
Dark
crit.
Rouge.
Yes, good job. All right, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll. You roll double the dice or just double the number that you roll?
Double the
I
dice
double the number,
total.
but if
Okay.
you, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although,
I've always
that a
just
little
doubled
too
the
late.
dice. It's simpler and
But what?
faster.
6 max.
Nice.
All right.
See, it
So-
worked out in your favor there.
Somebody give me some math because I got a bunch of stuff I'm adding to this.
Oh, go ahead. I got
yeah,
a calculator.
got it.
All right.
12?
So 6 plus 7.
Uh huh.
All right.
13.
So,
Plus 5.
Uh huh.
That's 18.
All right. Plus another 5.
23.
now you only double the dice on a crit.
Right. Plus another 6. 5 radiant from my
Uh-huh.
wings going on.
29 total.
I'm gonna use a defensive flourish, which adds. Oh, I gotta roll another. Wait, hold on. Damn.
Yeah, because you'll double this dice too.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, you
Oh,
double
that's
any
another-
any
oh my
dice you
God.
roll, you double.
Okay.
So right now you're at 29 with everything you've said so far.
Yeah.
That's a 1. All right. So.
So double that to 2, so that's 31.
Yeah. Yeah. So all on this hit and wait and a D8 for
Booming blade or
boom
something.
blade.
Yeah.
4 more.
Well, but that
Well,
dice
double it.
doubled to 8.
So 8 more.
So 8 All right.
31. That's 39.
39.
39, one hit.
Okay. What does this hit look like? What do you do? I know there's a
Oh,
lot
man,
of stuff
it
going
is-
on.
Yeah, there's the radiant is dripping down my arm, coating the blade. The booming blade is swirling the green that it normally does. There is there's just it is a maelstrom right now of everything getting focused into this one hit. And as I'm spinning the club, the quarterstaff, I just come and crack them really hard.
All right.
Yeah. And then you see the green glow come off of hitting him and start sticking on to me as little dragon scales kind of plated on.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Odd Beatweaver, wielder of the storm, as you bring your staff in, wielding a tornado of your own, you smash across, breaking through this wizard's feeble mage armor, as he can barely maintain his flight. As a matter of fact, he's going to need to make a con save here.
Oh yeah, he's concentrating.
You smash
falls.
across his face, and
39.
immediately you see him to descend, falling, plummeting into the unknown below.
Would that be an attack opportunity?
He is not
Involuntary
willingly
because-
leaving your
Okay,
range.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. I turn around and fly up to this guy and hit him with my bonus action attack.
Okay.
Yeah, don't take that.
Yeah, that one's so good. I'll take 15. Huh?
I think we're out.
fine.
He used the 20 also while you were
We've
gone.
used them all.
20?
He rolled a nat 1 and used the nat 20
Oh, he
instead.
nat 20'd the crap out of that wizard.
Hell yeah, boy.
Yeah, so I go to
okay,
hit. I
okay.
go to hit him with the back end of the pole arm, but it doesn't make contact.
We
just
have a
just
plus
because
5
you.
and a plus 2,
Yeah, you could.
Well,
And
okay.
your D4 from Bless.
and you're blessed.
Oh, I forgot it. Well, let's see if we get there, Alex.
Yeah.
No, there's 4 plus. Let's see. I have
You
a
might.
plus 8. 4 plus 8 is
12
plus
if you take a 5.
Oh yeah, that's 17.
12 plus 2 would be 15. Yeah, take the 5. Okay, 17.
All right. With your 17, you're able to hit this creature as well, bringing the full whirlwind of your blows to bear.
Okay, I hit him for.
Did that 20 come from
Oh, is there another one?
darker?
Ooh, there's another one.
Oh, another one.
Let's roll and see.
Another.
Not 20.
18. That's still really good.
Not,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was looking at our board that's empty of all things.
yeah.
Dark Rouge, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah. Oh.
That's going to be 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Mabel, stop licking. Thank you.
And this is a magical weapon.
Yeah, it is.
That's an 18. It looks
You
like
got that at a
this.
great point. By the way, guys, if you are unaware, Darker Report is a live stream that has started on YouTube as well. I'll go ahead and add a link to their live stream in the chat below. We had a nice little chat over video call the other day.
Oh,
So I
that's
definitely want to
nice.
give them a little bit of love after they've given us so much. A nat 20 and an 18.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
What more can we ask for?
Drazad, it is
spoiled.
now
Another
your
nat
go.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
You look over and see Drazad also had his hand reached out toward the wizard and go, "Thank you,
Guess
that
I'm
took care of
here
that."
now.
And you'll see as the light was glowing in his hand, he'll kind of lock eyes with the bird and go, "Well, it is for you then." And full like
Happy birthday!
Happy
like
birthday!
full Kamehameha style. And I'll cast Guiding Bolt. on him.
Nice. Attack roll, right?
Yes. I'm gonna roll in. Does 24 hit?
24 definitely hits.
Shit.
Great. Sick.
I really love that. Well, this is for you then.
Well, this is hello, my friend. Can I have a D6? Actually,
Yeah.
You see it do that kind of like weird bird thing where it's like.
No. 1, 2, 4, 8 radiant damage.
Nice.
Oh wait, yeah.
Bless doesn't. Yeah,
Oh,
Bless doesn't add to the damage. Yeah.
I was like,
Just kidding.
As you send your radiant bolts through the sky, it illuminates the dark, shadowy crevices of the ship for only a moment before finding purchase in this creature's chest as it as it like claws it out, its flesh
Yeah,
begins to
yeah.
burn and peel. It is not
Wait till I snap these fingers,
susceptible, like more susceptible to this. I'm just flavoring it, so you know.
It's
it now
not more susceptible.
It
to
is
this?
not more
It's- okay,
susceptible.
okay, got it.
Yeah,
Normal.
it is normal.
Normal susceptible.
But honestly, with everything that's happened, it's resistant to most things. So maybe it would react that way, right?
Yeah.
yeah, get wrecked.
Is now advantage on the next
Yes,
attack,
attack
right?
roll.
Cool.
You
It
have
is now
advantage.
No.
its
You know,
turn.
Anybody who
Whoever the next
hits it
person.
next.
We have advantage.
Yeah. Whoever tries to hit it
So does
next.
that mean he has disadvantage on dex saves? Ask him for friend.
It is
you
going
couldn't dex saves,
to
I think.
I know. Yes.
make some multi attacks on you, Odd.
Woo! On us. Odd.
Oh,
All of us.
a bunch of you.
He goes to swing and from the edge of the boat. 3 more odds rise up. And
I mean, look, it's not the smartest creature, so it's not going to know
Oh
not to
my
target you. I have to
gonna
roll a
be such a
d20
good
first to
short.
see if I even hit the real you. Correct?
is it a D20? What?
It's
Wait,
like a 16 or higher, I think, hits you.
Oh, you gotta hit my AC to actually hit me, but anything lower than that hits one of the other things, right?
Yeah.
That's
So
gonna
if
be
you
such
beat
a
if you
good
beat the AC, then I think you roll to see which one you hit.
Right.
Yeah.
So one attack is going to miss. It's as it lashes out with its beak and tries to bite you. You dodge nimbly out of the way. Then it brings in one of its meaty claws, shielding it with its wing just until the last moment as it rolls a non-natural 20 to hit.
Shield. No, actually, yeah, shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
It slams against the magic of your shield spell, and just sort of looking down at its claw, it looks up at you, and it's got eyes on either side of its head, so it's actually like
What-
turned to the side, like.
Actually, the mirror image is with the mirror image up. Shield is just one of the other odds, like blocking it for.
Red Odd reaches in
Yeah.
at the last moment and blocks
Oh
it.
my god, it's like the 4-colored like little
4 swords from
the
the
4
lake.
sailors. Yeah. Perfect.
I almost made it whenever you were talking about the cake.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know.
With that, Valoth, it is your go. Sorry, roll a d4 for me, because it's your go. I keep forgetting about it too.
A 2.
As this, you've moved past the area of call lightning that was there previously. A volley of sparks begins to arc across the sky. Make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna portent that to a 16, so it's a way above a 20 with my +8.
As you look out ahead and begin to analyze these arcs of lightning, you can almost follow the flow of Arcanum as it moves between the clouds, and you can predict exactly where the lightning bolts are going to be. So you begin to maneuver the ship around them, keeping your allies from being burnt to a crisp. Now you can take your turn.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. As again, while he's pulling levers and doing things, it almost looks like he's just adjusting his glasses, but he's gonna pull another whip out of his head and
Nice.
intelligence
Yow!
save.
That's what he says.
A whoopah. Oh.
That is a 9.
That fails, so that is 10 damage, and
Demo.
it can't take its reaction until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
And moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets to move, action, or bonus action.
Got it. It will action. Flora, your go, and
Hell,
Odd, you're on deck.
Yeah. I am going to do a combination of things. Just give me 1 second. I gotta figure out.
Do
I
the
can't
combination.
concentration on 2 things.
No, you cannot.
I cannot concentration.
You can
What are you
intentionally
concentrating on right now?
call lightning.
Oh.
But what I can do is things start to be. I can. I'm gonna snap my fingers twice.
Okay.
First snap. The first snap, I'm gonna have a little nature spirit that's gonna pop up, and it's gonna be behind me and Dressad,
Okay.
closer.
I'll put a
to
dice there.
Valoth. Thank you. That
Ooh.
is gonna look like a little tiny fey like fairy. It's just floating in space.
I'm a green
I'll let
fairy.
you guys know what that does in a
Almost like it is a
second.
trickster.
So, if you move into the space, it will heal you.
Nice.
Yes. So that is there now.
That's cool.
That is cool.
And then I'm gonna snap my other hand, and he has to make a dex save.
Okay.
Lightning's gonna strike his ass.
This time that is a non-natural 20,
Well,
not 2 ones.
half.
I'm out. I used it to not let us get struck by.
Yeah,
things. I was saving him for that because I was like, we should not die.
Yeah. That's more important.
He takes 10. Well, okay, it was 20,
Half to 10.
but half to 5.
Okay. He is looking real rough as we move on to Odd's turn.
Great. So, by the way,
Mhm.
that healing spirit that I did,
Should heal immediately,
I think
right?
it should heal Dressad immediately because he's within the range. So
Okay.
let me make sure.
Or is it the start of his turn?
Well, while you figure
Yeah.
that out,
Okay.
Odd.
So I did reread my mirror
Mirror image.
image. I roll, and then if it's above a certain number, then you hit one of my other guys. So instead of the shield spell, you hit one of my guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And blip.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
But it still looks the same. It's about to hit you, and he jumps in
Yeah,
front.
exactly. You just
It's the
smash him.
self-sacrifice.
It was. It was
Yeah.
like very, very, very.
It's the not
selfless.
self.
Yeah.
It's the self, but not really self.
Right.
That snow
okay.
elf would have really appreciated this.
So I'm gonna smack this guy.
Okay.
Smack that.
Whoop. Okay. whoop. That's 16.
That just
Oh,
hits.
nice. Okay.
That's that bless, baby.
That's a bless. That bless.
Bless
helps a
coming
lot.
in
Bless up.
clutch.
Bless up. That's right.
Blessings ring down upon your family. If you start
Alright.
your turn within that thing, by the way, it'll heal you.
Start your turn. Okay.
Yeah. Or move in it for the first time.
All right. So we got 5 plus 7 equals
12,
12 plus 5 more.
17.
17 points of damage.
Okay. As you land a blow across this foul beast, you see that you hear the crack of one of its wings as it appears to be somewhat disabled. Maybe it was before, but the wing bends in a way that it shouldn't now.
Ooh. Okay. And then I'll hit it with my bonus action.
Okay.
That's going to hit. Yeah, that definitely is. Okay. So that one is just going to be 9 points of damage.
All right.
And now it's dead.
Oh,
No.
wait.
Not quite.
Wait. And booming blade it. 4 more.
How do you want to do it?
So same thing. Like I'm just like overcharged. All the things that I have were like, I flipped all the switches and like I come flying back and I just start spinning the staff and hitting it every time the staff stops. It's to stop and hit it. Stop, hit, spin, stop, hit, and then like everybody sees it kind of like. I'm still hitting it, even though the wings are crumpled and it's starting to fold up, and I'm still just
A cloud of feathers.
This is the best. I'm just smash. smash.
I think it's dead.
Odd, calm down on the Adderall. It's okay.
Since there are 3 odds left, you guys just see 3 odds like standing around being grabbed up.
One of
with
us,
this thing.
one of us just kicking him.
And with that, as the bird grows motionless and turns to a fine paste on the front of the copper griffin, you all are out of initiative.
Woo!
Left
Yes.
with even more questions than you left Vidnika with. That is where we will end our
Oh,
session for the
man.
night.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone,
Oh
for
my
coming to hang out.
goodness.
Thank you,
I've
Grim
gotta-
Reaver, for the super chat. Thank you, Darker Rouge, for the
Thanks,
super chat,
everybody.
and the 20 and the 18.
The nat
Absolutely
20.
amazing
Very
help for our
clutch.
combat tonight. Can't wait to see you guys next time. Catch us next week. We will be streaming at the same time, 7 p.m. Central Time. And yeah, until then, I don't want to say the thing yet.
Oh, why?
Because you guys also need to go and get some beard products.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Don't
gotta
forget
go
our
do that.
cool
Absolutely.
sponsors, Tabletop Beard. Thank you so much.
Yes, especially with the winter.
Their link is in the description, and you can use code CHAOS20 for 20% off of your order. Now, go out there and make some chaos.
Woo!
Bye.